tens of thousands of dollars a month, and all they're doing is showing feet.
Wow.
We don't even have to show nudity, and we can still make a bunch of money.
Can I show the cracks of my feet because I have fungi on it?
Yes, I think that's a subcategory.
Maybe
of
growth, I can do a growth thing every day.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Update.
Rudy,
do you think people like that?
Do you think people would like our OnlyFans?
Yeah.
See selling feet pics making $200 a day. We'd make way more than that.
So in terms of women, what do women show on OnlyFans?
Some of them show just sexy lingerie. Some of them show them changing into like stuff that they bought, like sexy stuff. Some of them are showing their chocha and their totanos, their totanos and their chochano.
Chochanos.
Some of them show their chochano.
Is it porn? Is there sex? I don't know. Is there
yes,
sex?
Yes, there's full.
So I can go on OnlyFans and let's suppose like Mrs. Bringardner.
Mrs. Baumgartner.
Yeah. Mrs. Baumgartner down the street has an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And, she makes love to Ted Baumgartner.
Right.
And they make love. Mm-hmm. I can pay for that and watch them make love.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
At
it.
a premium level, you can watch these people either. Some people, not everybody has sexy stuff on there. Some people just do regular. There's like now, they wanted to get into gaming. They want comics on there. OnlyFans wants.
Can you set the prices? So hypothetically. If you and I wanted to do OnlyFans, right? Mm-hmm. And we wanted to really do anal intercourse.
Okay.
If we want to do anal, I would never do this, by the way.
When you say we, do you mean if you wanted to do it?
You and I did it.
Yeah, if we did it together, but only you wanted to do it. And I was just doing it to support you because I'm your good friend.
That would probably be the case.
That's definitely the case.
I'd have to convince you to do it. But
yes.
once I convince you to do it, would you do it?
Yeah, but
then what would we set the price at?
8
million?
8 or $10, maybe like something like
yeah. But what I'm saying is that, and then once we did it, why can somebody screenshot or download the video and then put it on YouTube?
So I think they're working on security measures to make it so you can't steal that stuff, but I think as of right now, it's very stealable. I think people do steal stuff and put it up on the internet, but they're working on privacy now. Look, their whole thing was they were going to get rid of porn. Do you not remember this? They were going to say. They put out, there was a thing where they were like, we're going to stop doing porn. People freaked out because so much of their revenue is from porn.
Yeah.
So they were like, sorry. We didn't mean it. We didn't mean it. It'd be like Playboy being like, we're not going to show boobs anymore. People are like, that's all you are.
Yeah.
But now people are making a really good living and some of them aren't even showing much. So you don't have to show your cotano and your chuchichu.
Yeah.
You don't have to show your chuchichu if you don't want.
Chuchichu.
But you make more money if you show your chuchichu.
Yeah.
Look at that. Black China earns $20 million a month.
A month?
A month. Bella Thorne, $11 million a month. Cardi B, $9 million a month. Tyga. Whoa, Tyga is showing his Paquito.
Yeah.
His Paquito is live on there. I've heard that you can see Tyga's Paquito.
Yeah.
And Mia Khalifa.
$6 million.
$6 million.
A year, not a month. A year or a month?
No, dude, monthly earnings.
Month?
Yeah, I know. Buddy.
Month?
Buddy.
We're in the wrong game, dude.
100%.
We got to show our open Chicanos.
Open Chicano.
Right, we'll do that.
And a front chuchito.
Yeah.
And you're filming it.
Yeah.
Why me?
Who else is going to do it? These guys are busy working.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you guys.
Let me tell you something.
Listen. You don't have to look. Just look at the monitor.
Right.
Just see if the camera's in the right position and then look away.
How hard would it be not to laugh for her though the whole time?
The
moment she sees,
you'll laugh so hard.
Are there either of our buttholes?
Right, and then the pain, initial entrance of the pain in my face, you would laugh so hard,
so funny,
and then we would be laughing because I'm like, dude, you're going in too rough.
When you know me.
Yeah. No,
be
slow it down.
No way.
Put spit in it. Yeah.
No, dry as a bone. That's like, took that link I sent you of the video of that woman from YouTube.
Yeah.
I posted this the other day. Not that one, the other one. We'll get to that one. This one. Bro, this somehow went viral on the internet again. This woman, there's a show called, what's it called? Celebrity Super Spa. And these women think they're going in to wax a woman.
Yeah.
But you don't get to see it. But this is her reaction when she sees a man's butthole for the first time.
Okay, I love
this would be Rudy if she walked in on you and me.
Okay, here we go.
The other side of this door, I'm expecting to see a big burly man or a handsome young man. Who cares?
As long as he's a man.
Yes.
Are they English?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Come on. Come in.
Dude, stop. Push pause for a second.
I think
Please.
she was expecting to see a man, and she got a woman. That's
Fired.
what it was, a woman's butthole.
She's fired.
No, but keep going. This is the best part.
okay.
She can't, she's got the giggles. Remember in school when you couldn't stop laughing?
Yeah. Fired.
I love when you try to hold it together.
If I was the man, LaQuisha, get in here.
Here you go. She tries.
Oh, God.
Give her a second. Hold it together. You got this. You've got this. Come on.
So rude. That's hilarious. They don't
right.
show it.
No, they can't show it. But this was years ago. I don't even know what it was. It was on this reality show, obviously.
Yeah.
From there, but that would be you. And you know what? The next one I sent you, this would be the next version of this. A TikTok girl got her vibrator stuck in her butt. Look at that. Look at the X-ray.
Oh, wow.
That's you, by the way. Do you know how much stuff I would stick in your butt?
What do you mean?
I would not let it. I would put it so far up it couldn't come back out.
Dude, I'm going to say something right now.
Uh-huh.
It's not a fucking warehouse.
Yes, yes, it is. That's an Amazon warehouse down there.
My butthole
Doc is in there.
is so tight. Yes, dude. My poop looks like angel hair pasta. Yeah, it's so fucking tight. My
You
butthole.
said it was loose.
Yeah, it's loose.
Okay, it's okay. Stop.
Angel
stop.
hair pasta.
All right, listen.
Mine's ravioli.
yeah. Like, listen. All butthole in the entrance is very, very tight.
Yeah.
Okay. When you get deep, it becomes there's more space.
It widens out.
It widens
it's like
out
a vase.
bit. Yeah,
It's
like a little vase, right? So, but initially, to get it into the doorway, you're not going to be able to get a bunch of stuff in the doorway. Unless you open the doorway.
That's right.
Right. If you do some carpentry work. right. And then there's blood.
A little massaging.
Yeah, there's. Oh, you think massaging is the only thing?
I'm going to massage it right open. So it starts like this and then...
No, I feel
rip
like
it up.
there's scissors.
Oh, I've got to
Yeah,
cut.
like click, click,
I've gotta
click,
cut.
click. And I'm like, dude, that hurts.
Yeah, well, we've
And
got
then
to
my
open
butthole
it up.
looks like Joker's mouth.
Why so why?
Yeah.
Yeah, this girl got a vibrator stuck in her tush. What a bummer. What a bummer. I tell a joke about this on stage.
Yeah.
When we were in Austin, like someone approached Bobby with a X-ray that looked exactly like this. Someone
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
But what was the X-ray of again?
of a flashlight.
Oh, a guy had a flashlight up his ass.
Oh, that's right. You gave me the X-ray.
What was someone looking for up there?
So why show me?
Well,
I'm not a doctor.
but did you think it was cool to see?
It was a cool thing to see. Yeah,
sometimes-
obviously. But why show me?
You don't have to be in the medical
You
field to
asked.
appreciate.
You asked when you. I mean, she was a girl like working at the ER, and Bobby asked, "Oh, have you seen any weird stuff?" So then she
You
pulled
asked.
Oh, I did ask. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I did ask. Yeah.
That's an easy fix.
Jules, never put anything in your butthole.
I won't.
I know. Never? Not even a penis?
I won't.
Not even penis?
I won't.
Not even penis?
Your
I won't.
face looks like
I
you.
don't want that. It's scary.
But you already have, huh?
No.
That's the face of someone who's already have.
No.
Don't ever put
Don't ever
anything in your
any
butt
butt.
because once you do it once,
Yeah.
you want to do it again and again and
It's
again.
addicting.
It never stops.
Yeah.
You
It's natural
tried?
Vicodin.
Huh?
You tried?
Please.
Come on.
You see this thing? I'm a Fiji man, buddy. This
does that
goes
mean? What
right
does that
up.
mean?
This goes right up there.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think anything's been up there.
No chance. No, I
Yeah.
can't. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of putting anything on my side of my
For a
tush.
joke, I put candy bars.
You put a candy bar in your butt?
Well, Ari Shafir put a Twix in my butthole.
The left one or the right one?
What do you mean?
Twix joke. You know what I mean?
That's very funny.
Did you put two Twix?
No, just one. The left one.
Is Twix is?
I got unfollows.
What do you mean you got
The
unfollowed?
OnlyFans photo.
Wait, why would people unfollow because of that?
Because I have some fans that follow me because I'm on certain things that they like me on, but then it's like they have Christian, you know what I mean, foundations.
You don't think? I think this is a very followable photo.
No, I always, whenever I put something provocative on, I lose about 1,000 fans.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Not 1,000, like maybe 250 people start unfollowing.
Do you actually have a lot of Christian fans?
I have some, yeah.
Like church going? Well, Koreans are really I didn't know this till I did that show Beef with them. That so many Koreans are like bombarded by the church.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know.
It's the number one religion in Korea, Christianity.
Can you sing any Christian song? Do you remember any songs from when you were a kid?
Yeah. Well, which one is that? Jesus love me, yes, I know, for the Bible tell me so.
Dun 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 dun.
What? I feel like no.
That is.
No, I feel like you're doing this. I feel like that's what you're doing.
I'm doing the exact same rhythm
No,
you are.
I know, but you sped it up. And
No,
you're
I
doing
didn't.
You made it racist.
How? Do your song
Right.
again. Do your song.
Jesus loved me, yes, I know. For the Bible tell me so.
Right. And that rhythm is.
Go.
Dun, 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 dun.
That is right. That's right. What it is. And there's a gong at the end. Gong. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the amount of Koreans in church, it was wild. We did a scene in a church,
Yeah.
and all of these guys were talking
But the
about it.
Moonies, you know about the Moonies, right?
I don't.
You know about the Moonies.
I swear to God, I don't know what that is.
Look at the fucking guy. Sit down.
Oh, speaking of church-going weirdos.
Yeah. Fucking weird. This guy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
put on the headphones. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you our guest segment right now.
Yeah. He looks like if Oscar Isaac was super sick.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Oscar, you have HIV?
What happened?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce
Yeah.
our guest segment that we're bringing in some of our friends sometimes. He's only going to stay for as long as we can put up with him.
Yeah.
He is one of the funniest, most talented dudes I've ever met in my life. He's my oldest friend in comedy. We literally met how many years ago now?
So many. Like
15.
Wait. Who did
14.
you meet first, me or him?
I think Santino.
Yeah, we started open mics together.
Let me ask you this. Is this
Yeah.
more? Who's helped me more?
You.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way?
Early on, Bobby would take me on the road. He was like the first guy to take me on the road.
What did he pay you?
That's not important.
No, see, that is very important.
Why is that important?
Because my friendship and my love has been more than the money that you've given him. For
it's
sure.
not about money. It's about helping him.
Did you get any opportunities?
Live his dream.
Did you get any opportunities from him taking you on the road?
Yeah, I got to like headline some clubs after I featured for him occasionally.
Thank you.
What, C rooms?
Hello.
For like $80?
Hey, see, you're being negative and mean.
All right, let's reel it back.
Reel it back.
That's really nice that he helped you out a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm also an older friend.
That is true. I've known him
yeah.
longer.
Let me ask you this though,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fahim Anwar. Let's
Fahim
give it up
Anwar,
for Fahim.
everybody. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Fahim, by the way, has a special coming out. He's putting out a special. It comes out
May 27th.
May
Yeah.
27th.
On.
My YouTube channel. Putting it out is very hard to get. That's where the hottest specials are coming out nowadays.
It's coming. So it's already been out. So it's already out right now on YouTube. It's blowing up, right? We already know it
It's
is.
fucking huge. It's
48
insane. I can't
million
believe
views
it.
the first hour.
Yeah, I heard it's more than Gangnam Style, which was surprising to me for a special. Like normally,
Yeah.
You know what?
K-pop. It's doing K-pop numbers.
You know
Yeah.
why he said Gangnam Style?
That was racist.
That was very racist.
No, I don't even see color.
Yeah. Here, stop. Right. How dare you come into my fucking house and say Gangnam Style?
Get him, dude.
Right. It's like if you came in here, I said, "Here's some sand."
But you do that all the time.
You do.
And I say
do I
thank you.
really?
I say thank you.
Yeah. At your wedding, can we throw sand instead of rice?
That's what we do. That's like you're making fun, but that's
yeah.
tradition. We
Yeah.
throw sand.
It's funny that you're racist towards him, and because you think he's from the Middle East. He's fucking Italian.
Yeah, I'm Italian, dude.
This kid's from Northern Italy. His family's
No, he's from Afghanistan.
No, he's not.
Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Well, first of all,
Whatever-
he's from Seattle. If we're gonna
He's
be
from Seattle, but the origins of him.
His dad is Italian.
Afghanistan.
His dad was a chef. Tell him about your
Chef
father.
Boyardee.
Boyardee, yeah.
Fahim, did you know Rudy? Have you guys met?
I only know of Rudy. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Big fan.
Big
She was at
fan,
the
too.
comedy store show.
Big fan too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my thing on is doing Gangnam Style numbers, right? Like,
Have you seen his special on Netflix? I mean, on.
how dare
CISO.
you, man?
CISO.
Sorry.
I'm wearing
Did you
the
see a special on CISO?
Nobody saw. CISO didn't even see the special on CISO.
Yeah.
Fahim has put out a special. It's out right now for the fans.
Check it out.
Be honest, Bobby. One of the funniest comics you know. I'm dead serious.
Here's what I want to say about Fahim Anwar. Number one, he's probably the best joke writer out there.
Yep.
He's always doing new shit, clever shit. I don't like following him because it's like I just feel like my shit's so old compared to his. It's so relevant and so edgy too, and just crisp. I think you're the nicest guy too. Very talented, good actor, good writer. You're all around a super talented guy. I couldn't even look at your eyes when I give you the compliment.
that's so nice, Bob.
You
Yeah,
were
thank
Fox
you, man.
News' number one brown comedian this year.
Tucker Carlson named me a star to watch, which I thought was like.
Are you being real?
No. Why would I want that vote of confidence?
Oh,
Are you on this show?
what do you mean?
What are you talking? Of course, it's not real. You think Tucker Carlson likes this guy?
Like it's Variety Top 10? Like
Yeah.
these are my comics to watch.
Let me tell you the comics you need to see. Here's a brown piece of shit that I've had a little thing for.
Any price is good for us.
Well, he wouldn't be nice about it. That's
true.
There's no way.
Yeah.
No, Fahim's special is called Pro-Life because it's relevant to what's going on
Is it
right
called
now.
Pro-Life?
because it's through Tucker's YouTube vertical. And like I didn't want to call it that, but he was pretty adamant about that.
Yeah.
He was like, "This or bust," and
Yeah.
I go, I need this heat.
And Fahim, for people that want to know how, because here's the thing about Americans, they'll look at this guy and they go, all right, do I really want to listen to this brownie?
Right.
And I'll say this,
Yeah.
I know and I mean nobody in our friendship circle that is more of an American, gun-toting, rootin'-tootin', freedom fighter, ex-veteran than this guy.
Yeah. he
Well-
is definitely some of those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not an ex-veteran. I got to squash that right off the bat.
You don't want stolen valor?
Yeah, I don't want to do stolen valor.
Let me say something, because the things that we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
he would feel very uncomfortable with. So I think we should revisit those things.
The OnlyFans.
Yes.
What would
Right?
you think about me and Bobby starting an OnlyFans?
It'd be a great move.
Yeah.
Told you.
But like, would you be cameraman?
No, I have too many things going on. Like, I don't need to do that.
You're busy.
Yeah,
No,
why
but,
would I
but
do
the
that?
amount of money we're going to charge, we're charging $8 million because we're going to butt fuck.
Well. I'm gonna butt fuck him.
Yeah.
What if you switch?
He's never gonna get. He's never gonna
I'm
get.
the butt fucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fucker.
And if we
he's a
said we'll
fucker.
give you $1 million every time, we'll check this out.
That's kind of what it's gonna look
That's
like.
what it's going to look like. So I'll give you
When were these taken and where were they taken?
about 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago in the front room. Can I tell you something that's
You're
crazy
lucky
about
you
this
were
photo?
late.
What?
Honestly, your ball sack looks like a pussy from the back. Rudy's nodding. Doesn't it look like a pussy from the back?
It's like a fat pussy.
Bro, that looks like a fat fucking puss. You got a fat chochito back there, baby. Dude, swear to God, that does. It looks kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. Your
I
balls.
hate my ass.
What's wrong with your ass?
It's so flat.
Well, you don't. Well,
It
you
looks
definitely.
fine.
It
I want
looks
to get
fine.
the Brazilian thing
Butt
done.
lift?
The butt lift. Yeah.
And you have to be in a wheelchair when you're at the gate. Have you seen it? Like when women get the procedure done, like all of them have to be in a wheelchair. Because they have to, like,
Yeah. By the way, this is going to come back to haunt us for sure.
You think? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we just threw this on the internet like morons.
Yeah.
Like that. There's no way that's not going to fucking ruin our career at some point.
So you would be cameraman if we give you $1 million every time to shoot us.
yeah,
$1
no,
million
no.
bucks?
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need the money that bad.
Wow,
See,
the
that-
special is doing very well.
Here's the thing about him. What I love about him.
Yeah.
He has principles.
He does. Yeah.
So back when he was young, I've brought this up. I got to bring it back.
Sure.
In front, right. Back when I was on Mad TV, right. This kid was working at Boeing,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And all he wanted to do was comedy and television. So I walked up to him and I go, "Listen, I have a sketch on Mad TV that Dave Navarro's on, and I just need you to be in the sketch." He goes, "What is it?" I told him what it was. He goes, "Nah."
yeah.
He has principles.
That's always been Fahim's move.
Yeah, I like that about him.
I just like doing things that I like, you know?
Right. Babbel, language for life.
You better believe it. I'm taking my Babbel language lessons. I'm finally doing it. I'm going to Italy and I'm trying to learn some Italiano.
Tell me something you've learned through Babbel.
Ciao.
I love it.
Ciao, Bella.
You didn't know that yesterday.
I had no idea.
Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination. What I love about Babbel is that, you know, it's not like a formal way of memory. You learn ways of talking that normal people talk.
How people talk instead of the old standard way that you used to learn in class and school.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where it was very much like, may I have the book? No, which no one says.
No one says that,
So
yeah.
they're teaching you these things because they're using speech recognition technology. It helps you improve your pronunciation and your accent to sound like people that actually speak the language.
14 different languages, Andrew. They have Spanish, French, Italian, and German, and others.
And well, obviously 9 more.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Other language learning apps, they use AI for the lesson plans, but Babbel lessons were created by over 150 language experts. I
Holy
didn't even know
moly.
there were that many.
Holy
but
moly.
There are. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel, because guess what? It comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Come on. Tell them what they can do, Bob.
Right now, save up to 60% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/badfriends. That's babbel.com/badfriends for up to 60% off your subscription.
Babbel, language for life. Upstart.
Oh my God, Upstart's great. You know
I've
why?
been in
Because
such debt.
oh my God, I had so much financial problems. Mm-hmm. It gets chaotic and it gets overwhelming, and you don't know what to do.
When you see the number go up on your credit card bill and you don't know how to handle that,
I feel like you're drowning.
then there's no way out.
You need Upstart, man.
You need it.
Yeah. Saying goodbye to high-interest credit card debt is one of the first steps toward financial independence. But the interest month after month can feel like you're in a never-ending hamster wheel. That's where Upstart comes in.
We've all been there, all right? Seemingly out of nowhere, you get hit by an unexpected expense or a bill. And when it happens, it can feel like the weight of the world is coming down on your shoulders. But luckily, Upstart is here to help because Upstart-powered personal loans can help you pay down high-interest debt all online with simple and easy-to-understand payment terms. They've helped over 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom, all right?
What about you, Jules? Jules?
Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, Upstart can help you get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date.
That's incredible. You can check your rate in minutes, Rudy, and for loans between how much?
$1,000 to $50,000.
Oh my god.
So much money, and that's not even without impacting your credit score, right? You can
Don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/badfriends.
That's upstart.com/badfriends to check your rate today. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you.
Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided on your loan application.
Go to upstart.com/badfriends.
friends.
Theme just got back from a corporate gig, literally an
Yeah.
hour
Oh,
ago.
yeah, so-
I was in Colorado today.
Denver.
But let's
Yeah.
do
No, Keystone.
So you did a corporate gig,
Yeah.
right, before this one, because I know you.
Oh my God, yeah.
And you
we
did
talked
one
about
for
it. We
Kirk
talked about
Fox in San Diego.
No, it was in Calabasas.
In Calabasas.
It was probably the worst gig I've ever done.
and he bombed so bad.
So
he said.
hard.
Kirk did?
No,
he
I did.
Silence.
Everyone didn't do great, but I think I took the cake that show.
You bombed?
Oh yeah, because it was a corporate, and sometimes corporates, it's not set up like a comedy club. They like try to they see you at a comedy club,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I want to do this for my corporate retreat," and they try to build a comedy club in a hotel ballroom, and it's fucking weird.
And it's sad.
Yes, because there's like all these tables, and then the room is way too cavernous. You know, there's way too much space.
Yeah.
And it's just a weird vibe.
It's just you're in a fucking Marriott. It's just,
Yes,
it feels
yes.
so weird.
And also they'll be like, "We're chill. Like anything goes. Just let it rip."
But you made a point that if any place has an HR department,
That's
it's not going to
bullshit.
go well.
Of course not. Yeah,
Because
right.
I just did Chris Spencer's wife's show for her teachers at a school,
Ugh.
and backstage I'm like, should I go on?
Who would hire you for that?
Chris Spencer. Chris says, just do your thing.
Fucking idiot.
I go, yeah, but I say so many crazy things. He's like, they're into it.
No, they're not.
And Maz went up before me. You know how likable and PC he is, right?
Yeah.
I walked up there, and the first thing that came out, it was silence. It was dead.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I could feel this one sweat dripping down my face. You know, right?
Oh, I've been there.
And I knew I was in for the worst 15 minutes.
Oh, Bob.
It was terrible.
I went too dark too soon because I believe the guy when they're like, "We're cool with whatever. Just like let it rip. You know, don't pretend you're doing a corporate. Just
Did
do
you
a regular."
do your handicap Nike joke?
Oh, no. I did some other one, but like they tensed up so much because if they say do whatever and they have an HR department, like if you're around these people 8 hours Monday through Friday and you're not allowed to say certain things, you're not going to be able to turn that part of your brain off,
Right.
And be like, "Oh, now I can do that."
Yeah.
And the people
So
that
they're
do
all-
that get fired immediately at a Christmas party
Yeah.
because they honk, Karen's tits, and then someone's like, "You honked for Mark. You know what you did last night?" He's like, "It's a Christmas party," and he's fired on Monday.
Yeah.
It was like a test.
Those things are a fucking nightmare. I did one time, and I ate such a fucking pile of dicks for 30 minutes at the Pacific Design Center. I almost didn't even want the money.
And you're making like $600 a show at these colleges that your agents and your managers take 30%. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
You have to take a bus to fucking college town to college. It was the
Ugh.
fucking worst. And I did that for fucking years.
So look at you now, baby.
God.
You beat the system, didn't you, Papa?
No, but isn't there, I don't know, this is kind of cocky, but isn't there a part of you that's like, some of the success, I feel like I earned it.
No, you definitely earned it. There's
You
no
feel
doubt.
that?
Well, you fucking.
Do you feel it?
Yeah, it was a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot
it was
of work.
so much work. But it's mostly work that no one sees. That's the problem. It's no one sees that.
Well, it's all the grinding night in and night out, all the clubs.
Nobody sees that.
So many people in this town want to go to parties, the birthday parties, and go to some house party and shit, and try to like get ahead that way. Nobody just wants to go to the shitty bar show and work on their craft for several years until they get very good.
But this town does reward people. I mean, I've never met someone who's fallen face first into such a great situation.
And she's not even grateful for
she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But this is the problem with the generation. We had to
Yeah.
work for it. She doesn't.
I'm-
She has more followers on Instagram than most of our friends.
How many followers do you have on Instagram?
Less than Rudy, probably.
How much do you have now?
73,000.
Yeah, she's
She
got
has 100,000.
100,000. And she's done literally.
I have
How many 20 years he's been doing it?
Yeah.
Right? You've done nothing.
And he has a craft, and he's extremely good at it.
So good.
He has
But
a-
I can't do this.
What
do
is
nothing?
this?
You mean do
Look
nothing?
at how she's lounging.
Oh, yeah. You can't do nothing.
She is the lounge. She is the lounge expert.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
you know what? That is true. Fahim can't do nothing.
Yeah.
That would drive you nuts.
Yeah.
You know when some people there's people that work jobs just so they can retire. That's the opposite of that's when they say some people they retire and it's that's their dream. Some people retire and they die because they just don't know.
Yeah.
If I retire, I'll probably die. You're the same way. You love work.
I just need to be doing it.
Yeah, you need to do something.
Yeah, I can't imagine if they were like, you have throat cancer. Mr. Lee, you have throat cancer.
God, I hope not. Holy fuck.
Right? And you can't talk ever again.
Oh.
And then what would you do?
Just program your joke.
Oh, yeah, be one.
Hey, guy, how's everyone doing tonight?
Yeah.
Any birthdays?
Dude, there was a
Anybody
guy in
celebrating?
British Got Talent, right? Who couldn't talk, but he was a stand-up.
Yeah.
But all his jokes were in the thing.
Did they crush?
They did. My point is that your dad could have fucking programmed that shit in there.
No, that's
Oh, you think
special.
he's writing it?
Because does his facial expressions match up to the thing?
No, it's like,
Look at the size of the tits on this bitch in the front row.
but he's not moving his lips.
Oh. Look at the size of the
No,
tits.
no, there's no talking. It's all in the computer.
I was trying to do that.
Yeah, but you're moving your fucking lips.
Well, I'm not a fucking ventriloquist, Bob!
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
God.
What are you doing?
He's showing the video of
Is
it.
this it?
Lost voice guy.
That guy.
Let's see this guy.
Hello, my name is Lee, and for obvious reasons, I'm also known as the Lost Voice Guy.
See his arms? His arms are part of the bit.
And how long have you lost your voice?
I just knew you were going to ask something that I hadn't thought about beforehand.
Push pause.
So please
I can't even watch it. He goes far.
Oh, that's the thing with these shows. If you have some calamity or some
Yeah.
hardship,
We talked about that.
you're going to go the furthest.
Here's how you win on America's Got Talent.
Get hit by something. A
Name me
bus,
three
a car.
things. A sad story,
Yeah.
or a kid, or some sort of disability.
Somebody needs
If you have all three, you won the whole thing. You don't have to do anything.
cancer.
Yes, that's a huge one.
Somebody has to have cancer. Either
They
you
go,
or someone you love.
"Oh."
Right?
Right?
You have a disability
Yeah.
and you came from a tough place.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
But if I'll win, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to a rooftop, right? Douse myself, right?
In what?
With gasoline.
Oh, good.
I think that's implied with douse. Like, nobody
Yeah.
douses themselves in water.
Well, I get on a rooftop. I'm putting on sunscreen. We're
Yeah.
two different guys. I'm
Right?
dousing
I'm going to
myself.
light myself on fire, then jump off, break every bone in my body. I'm going to have a couple of guys put water on me, right? Right? And I'm going to show up, right? On America's Got Talent. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to get the golden buzzer. I'm going to win the whole thing.
Really? You think that's going to work?
Yes.
Can you imagine if they wheel in a guy immediately after you
Yeah.
who's like, he's an Asian guy who also set on fire and fell off a roof?
Yeah.
But he's gay, and then he wins just because he's gay.
Right.
Like,
That
got
would
it.
not-
He beat you by one
He
step.
brought me one thing.
Yeah.
Right?
You think backstage they see the minorities, like how deformed they are, and they're like, oh, that's going to be tough to beat. Like, I just have no arms. This guy's burned, and he has no legs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That guy's on fire right now.
But then what I would do is I would add a lie and go, but I'm 8.
8?
Yeah, 8 years old. Then they're like, oh, he's a
Oh,
kid.
and
too.
something's wrong with him.
That's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids,
They go
if you're
far.
a kid and you're okay, you're going to go far.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid and disabled,
Oh, my
You've
God. you're
won.
winning the whole
Forget
thing.
about
Yeah,
it.
you're gonna
Give him
forget
the
about it.
golden
Yeah.
fucking buzzer.
I hate the story, too. It's like, like you get this in like American Idol where they'll go, anyway, my best friend, my uncle, died 2 years ago. And then I'll just go, oh. And I'm always like, boo-hoo! Sing!
I don't like that they try to find the story.
Sorry, I
2 years.
got too angry?
2 years is
much?
so long.
Right?
2 years. They try
But
to.
it's like they try to come up with a story.
Well, they're digging.
They're probably in backstage going, what story am I going to tell? What bad thing?
Did anybody get hurt in your family? Do you know anybody that has any tragedy?
Yeah.
They need to pull something.
They need
out.
to pull something
What
out.
would be your trick card?
my trick card, what, to go far?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what would you'd have to use something? Look, you're a
From
good
your own life, what would be your story?
I
You're
would
a
say like
good-looking
my
guy.
village got bombed. Like I'm not even from
All right,
Afghanistan. Like, I was born in Seattle.
So we're judges, right?
Yeah.
This is called Los Angeles got something.
LA got something.
Yeah, LA got something, right? And we're both judges. My name is Simon Chow, and you're Simon.
No, if you're Simon Chow,
Yeah,
I have to be, Heidi Wong.
Heidi Wong.
Simon,
yeah,
Chow,
Simon Chow and Heidi
Wong. We're both
Do
Asian.
we have accents?
You better believe it.
Hey, welcome to America. LA got something. Right? Welcome to LA. Got something. I'm Simon Chow.
I'm Heidi Wong.
Yeah. Anyway, tell your story. What your story? Well, first of all, what's your talent?
I like to sing.
Oh, another
that's
singer.
nice. Another singer. Well, big deal.
Big deal.
Yeah. So what? So tell me about yourself.
I'm from Afghanistan. Is it
Oh,
what I grew up.
bad place.
Really bad place.
Really bad
Dangerous.
place.
They
Dangerous.
grow poppy seeds that make heroin. Get everyone
That's what
addicted.
I did for. I would do that. I would.
Oh, you were
I
a
would
poppy
make it.
slave.
Yes.
Oh, no, sad.
But I sing to pass time. And, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That story is still not. You're doing
No,
nothing
but then
for
a
me.
missile hit me one day. and missile hit
missile
me.
hit you.
My brother. I about to hit my brother, and I tried to deflect, but he blew up, and he's not here anymore.
And Nick Cannon is like, a missile hit this motherfucker in the poppy seed field. Losing his mind.
Interesting. So, but I remember last year we had another guy from Afghanistan. His missile hit him too.
But he's my brother stepped on the IED. Other brother.
So you have two brothers. One got hit by missile, the other one
brother
by
IED. So no brother anymore.
That seemed pretty sad.
Pretty,
yeah.
Not so sad.
Not so sad though.
No. Then
Yes.
machete fly.
Oh, the flying machete. The infamous flying machetes in Afghanistan.
Because missile hit junkyard and machete in junkyard and
like a propeller,
the machete
frisbee,
junkyard.
Like propeller,
machete,
yes.
frisbee machete.
Uh-huh.
It killed people.
it sliced my mother in half.
Your mother in
And I
half.
have no mom.
No mommy
No
anymore.
mom.
Well, that will happen if there was a machete that flying
Machete,
around.
yeah.
Okay, for us now, sing.
Sing. Now sing.
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, but sing anyway. Yeah, here we go.
It's probably not good.
Hey,
No,
come
it's
on, we
good.
love the story.
But
It's
I'm only 8.
hey! Press the golden button.
Bing, bing,
Golden buzzer.
You don't have to sing.
Yeah.
That would be your freedom
That would
fight.
be your freedom. Yeah.
And you would go far, far, far.
So far, I'd
Yeah.
have a residency in Vegas,
Yeah.
and they'd have like Photoshop pictures of my mother who macheted in half. Like this is dedicated to my mother.
As you walk into the hallway to the showroom, it's got your brother blown up, your mother with the
missile
machete.
going through his body. Yeah, that'd be
I
insane.
do a PSA like everybody watch where you walk. Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, but then But then people would do research,
Yeah, they'd find out.
and they would go, "No, his mom lives in Glendale." You know what I mean? She
But
lives
by
in
that
Glendale.
time,
By
he's
that
got
time-
the money.
No, I
already
would
got
have a
the money.
PR team who would know how to spin that and
Yeah.
squash it.
Right.
They'd be like, don't worry about it.
What you could do is go to your mom and go, I think they're finding out, so we're gonna have to cut you in half. But we'll cut you in half in a way, right? Where you're still gonna be alive, but your legs are gonna be missing.
Yeah.
So then when they come over and you go, look, right? And she's gonna be like, it's me, machete, right?
Flying machete mom.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you will already have banked all that Vegas cream that who gives a shit.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Would you ever do a residency in Vegas?
No, I wouldn't. Well, not really, because I like doing new stuff, and like I want to work on new stuff. And when you're doing a residency, you're just banging out the hits your whole life.
Yeah. But I mean, look, at some point, if you reach that point in your career when you just don't feel like writing and touring a lot, I could see being in the latter half being like, I'll do a couple years in Vegas.
I always say Vegas is where you can see stars from yesteryear while sitting down.
Right. Yeah.
I saw Boyz II Men when I was there, and I love Boyz II Men. I grew up with them, but everyone was just sitting down with like a giant, big gulp.
I know. We went to go see Gwen Stefani because we were going to Vegas. Little Dicky played in Vegas, played a New Year's show a couple years ago. Well, it was 4 years ago now, and we were like, oh, we can go see Gwen Stefani before he does his show at midnight. I was like, she's right next door. That's great. I think she's amazing. I was like, I've never seen her. We go, exact same thing. No one's even wooing. There wasn't even like a woo, yeah. It was literally it was like quiet theater. People sat. She would come out, do the thing, and then people would do this.
It's like a corporate gig.
It was
for them.
so fucking weird. I was blown away that all these young girls weren't getting excited. It was just it was like watching a movie.
I bought tickets to a comedy show when I was dating Christine.
Absolutely never in a million years.
I know, because I didn't know him at the time, but she's Mexican and she grew up with George Lopez.
Yeah.
Right? So I called my agents and I go, can you get me tickets? And they're like, Yeah. So they got me second row, right? But I still had to pay some.
Where was this at?
At some amphitheater somewhere down. I don't know where it was.
Sure.
In downtown, where the Staples Center, whatever it is.
You took her to go see another comic is great.
But this is what I almost walked out because this is what happened. So we're sitting there, and I think I brought it up to George since then. But we're just sitting there, and I'm like, "What is the show starting?" Right? And the lights turn off, and then there's like smoke. I go, "What the fuck? There better be some tap dancing shit going on here, right?" Mm-hmm. And he comes out to his back turned from the ground to the audience.
Sick.
Right? And he stands there for 5 minutes without turning around. And that's how long the applause break was. Wow. And I was like, I was leaving. I was fucking leaving. I couldn't do it. I fucking could, but I watched it. He was very funny.
The show was good, wasn't
but
it?
I paid. Would you pay money for a comedy show?
No.
Even if you didn't know the
too
comic.
deep. I would just like use all my connections to be like, hey, can I get in? I would use the agency or hit you up, say, hey, can you start?
You're in love with a new girl. Let's just say you're in love with a new girl. She is a massive comedy fan, but a fan of a comedian who's nothing like you. And you have no connection to this person.
Yakov Smirnoff. She's Russian, right? But she's pro-Ukraine. She's pro-Ukraine, but she's Russian.
And you
right?
can't get to Yakov.
You can't get to Yakov because he doesn't have agents,
He doesn't.
right?
And she goes,
So there's Yakov Smirnoff
and
right
here's,
there, right?
here's the new girl you're in love with. And she's like, Fahim, I want to see him so bad. I miss Russia. Why won't you take me to see Yakov? And you have to pay
How much are tickets to Yakov?
like
babe?
$3,000.
What the fuck?
Backstage,
Wait, why?
VIP, Fahim.
What does VIP entail though? Like what?
He gets to yell at us in Russian for 5 minutes.
And it's $3,000.
We get 3,000 for VIP, and
that's
he
for
will
both
sign. He
tickets?
will sign my tits.
But I thought you like me.
No, I want you to fuck my tits. I want him to sign my tits. I want you to fuck where he signs on my tits.
But you still love me?
Yeah, of course. But you need to take me to say Yakov, otherwise I will never give you blowjob again.
Okay. Here's my visa.
Would you do it? Would you do it?
Let's say yeah. You have to.
You have to.
That's
You
why I
have to.
went to George.
That's why you went to George.
Yeah, that's why I went to George.
'Cause you're
I had to do it.
Did you have to laugh the whole time too? Just like extra
You know,
hard?
there's some parts where I'm like, oh, that was good.
He's funny.
He's funny.
great.
He's
You
a
know,
really
dude,
funny guy.
Lopez is funny.
I went
as fuck.
down the Arsenio YouTube rabbit hole because he was doing the new Arsenio stuff for Netflix during that festival.
Yeah.
And then I saw an old George Lopez, like his premiere on Arsenio. It was just crazy to watch a 30-year-old George Lopez
I know. So
on
funny.
Arsenio. Just kill
so
it.
wild.
Kill it.
And kill it on the couch afterwards too. Like, yeah.
That's where those guys made their mark, was killing on the couch. Do you know who Arsenio Hall is at all? No?
Man, that's crazy.
His audience used to get up and go,
Nice man.
It was
I
like
love.
it was the height of
What a
like
nice
it was
guy.
the height of like cool masculinity.
You ever
in
see Coming to America?
television?
No.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't do much. It's what we've learned.
She's
from
just
this
here
show.
to make you guys
Yeah.
feel so old.
No,
Yeah.
she genuinely does. But here's the other thing: she's not even in tune with her generation. That's the weirdest part. She makes us feel old because she's just a.
Can I argue again? I want to be your lawyer here. Okay.
Okay.
What I found about the younger generation, because I was at We Spa last night, and there was one guy out of 8 young 19-year-old Asian dudes. They followed me in the Jade sauna.
You get followed into all the rooms.
Right. So I'm in the Jade sauna, and these 9 dudes just sit around. And I go to the Jade sauna at the We Spa because no one ever goes in there.
Mm-hmm.
So they just sat around me, and one guy goes, "You're Bobby Lee, right?" And I go, "Yeah." And the rest of the guys like, "Why the fuck are we doing in here, man? Who the fuck is this guy?"
Oh, that's nice of them.
My point is that he watches podcasting, but everyone has so many options
Yeah.
to watch, right? That it's like she has so many options. We didn't have that growing up. When we grew up, we had 4 channels that we could watch.
Yeah.
And there's 6 shows that we had, you know what I mean? So that's why we know who Gary Coleman is.
If you did one show, everybody knew you.
Yeah.
Now you'd have to do about 10 shows, and then a few people might start to get to know who
like
you
the
are.
Tonight Show would have changed, one appearance would have changed your life. You would have gone from no money to a millionaire by doing Johnny Carson.
Real talk. This is bigger for me than doing like a late night. You're my friends and
Say
shit,
that
but
again. Say it
this
again.
is bigger for me than doing stand up on
Feels
a
good.
late night show.
Alpha Brain from On It. You know those times when you're so into what you're doing that you can't think about anything else, Andrew?
Yup.
The times when you're at your most focused and productive?
When I'm zoned in.
Psychologists call that feeling of being in the zone flow state. And Alpha Brain from On It is the ultimate way to get there.
It's a world-renowned neurotropic supplement with over 1 million bottles sold. Alpha Brain promotes cognitive functions, including memory, mental speed, and focus. It can help you remember names, zero in on complex tasks, think more clearly under stress. Comedian podcaster Joe Rogan says that it helps him form better sentences when he's talking.
Alpha Brain contains amino acids and plant compounds that promote the brain's release of alpha waves, which are associated with greater creativity and productivity.
That's exactly right. At the same time, it supports neurotransmitters, chemicals that relay information from the brain. If coffee and energy drinks make you jittery, you can rest easy knowing that Alpha Brain is caffeine free. But for any reason you don't like Alpha Brain, you can get your money back. Just give us 2 weeks. If at that point you don't feel like Alpha Brain is a fit for you, just tell us why. We'll refund your money on the spot. No return necessary. So save 10% off on your order by going to onit.com/badfriends.
That is onit.com/badfriends.
You're my friends. This show is huge. Like, the special's coming out. Like, what better place to do it than here? You know?
Well, people need to. What is the special called, by the way?
It's called Hat Trick. So I did
this is-
all 3 rooms
I
at
watched
the
it.
Comedy Store. You bring me up in the original room. I do 15 minutes
I'll stick Twixes
there.
in my butthole for you,
Oh,
man.
shit, man. I don't need you to do that, but I appreciate it.
That's so
And
unnecessary.
hold on. Will it be left Twix or right Twix?
Yeah, I said Twixes.
Oh,
plural.
Twix.
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
That's what we said.
That's what we said earlier.
Yeah.
No,
so
you-
I bounce around all the rooms and then finish in the belly, and it's, yeah.
You did OR main belly.
Yeah.
But here's the best part that I think people need to know about the special, because I'm being genuine. He sent it to me. I watched it, and I called him on the car ride home when I was driving back from Simi fucking Valley. The most beautiful thing is, it's hard to encapsulate what it's like to go live to the Comedy Store. It's almost impossible to capture that on film. Because everything has to be like shot and overshot and filmed and taken from different angles. And his was done so organically, it felt like a night at the club, because it was a fucking night at the club.
Yeah. I directed it.
Right.
Like,
So there's only one camera going at the same time, so you don't get shots of the audience or whatnot?
it's not a lot of reaction shots of the crowd, but like,
You
you
can
know, there's
fucking
multiple
hear 'em.
angles and stuff.
Yeah.
But so you see me just from different angles. You see back of heads. It just feels like I wanted the ultimate fly on the wall experience at the Comedy Store.
Amazing.
Because every special, there's like neons and shit. It doesn't even look like the place that we perform at every night.
Right.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to like not put lipstick on the pig. Just fucking show the place.
And you can't even eat pig, which is kind of ironic about this
Exactly.
whole thing. But oh, come on.
It's good.
I got to get somewhere.
It's religion, man.
Well, yeah, that's
All right?
No, but it's incredible. But it looks like a fucking night at our home.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of backstage stuff, like you walking
Yeah, just
backstage?
talking in the hallway,
Outside in
like,
the parking lot.
Yeah, parking
Amazing.
lot, green room, just
Yeah.
like walking through the bar to get upstairs.
It's really
it's a
cool.
really magical place. Let's rank the clubs in LA, the 3.
No, why don't
I
do
want to
that?
do this.
You trying to make enemies?
I don't want to make enemies. I just want to tell you what your number 1 place is.
Well, the Comedy
The
Store for
Comedy
everybody
Store
in this
is
room.
number one
That's our
for me.
home.
So Comedy Store's number 1. Number 2.
Flappers.
So
I was going to go ha ha.
I knew. I beat you. I beat the joke. I knew it was
Yeah,
coming.
Flappers is good.
I've never really been. I did a JFL showcase there once. And then they asked, would I come back? And I said, yeah, I never have gone. I have no beef with any of those other places. I just don't go.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I'm sure, that, like, there's restaurants that people are like, have you never eaten there? And you're like, I see it. I just never stop by. I know it's there, but I know what Bobby's ranking is.
I'm going to feel like a piece of shit by saying this right now,
I'll do it.
because I want to talk about Flappers.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the woman that runs it, nice lady, Barbara.
I don't know.
So Barbara, when she was opening it, right? She calls me. She goes, "I'm opening a comedy club." Cool. She goes, I go, what weekends can I play? She's like, "Oh no, you're not a weekend guy. You're a Tuesday, Wednesday guy, right?" And I go, "Well, who's your weekend guy?" She goes, names me a couple of comics that I know that doesn't even remotely draw the way I do.
Yeah, Barf McGopherson.
Yeah. And I go, no. And then I saw her at the Improv maybe a month ago, and she's there hanging out, and she's in the green room, I don't know, upstairs. Mm-hmm. And she basically goes, "How come you don't play my club?" And I didn't know how to say,
Because I'm a Tuesday, Wednesday guy.
Oh my god!
yeah, but
if you said
do
that,
you say that there, or do you just hold it in and make it turn into a cancer later?
So a guy like me goes, I just don't do it. But a guy like you,
yeah,
badly wants to use it because you love vindictive shit. You love payback. It's one of your favorite things in
but
the
I
world.
didn't. I go, okay.
I know, but I'm surprised because you want to bad.
But deep down, there is a part of him that goes, yeah, I'm busy on Tuesday, Wednesday nights. I go to my AA meeting Tuesdays.
That's the cool way to do it.
Yeah, yeah. But I didn't do that because I'm trying to change my ways.
Well, I told you
I'm trying to be a better person.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just want to say thank you to Fahim.
Thank you.
Because he has a great special that's out right now on YouTube. It is called "Did I Sign a Waiver?" by Fahim Anwar. No,
Hat Trick.
It's called The Hat Trick. Please watch The Hat Trick on YouTube right now. It would mean a lot to us.
Yeah, just youtube.com/Fahim Anwar.
Please tell the fans to fucking watch that.
Fahim Anwar.
Fahim
waiver,
Anwar.
Waiver.
I love you, Fahim.
Thank
Watch
you so
The
much
Hat
for having
Trick.
me, guys.
Watch The
Yeah,
Hat Trick.
Hat Trick. Hat Trick.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
Thank you,
buddy.
buddy.
Let's clap the
We
guy.
love you. We love you.
Give him some love.
Love
Give him
you.
some fucking love. God bless.
You're the best.
I'll call you later.
Well, tonight, are you at the store? Tomorrow. All right, I'll see you there.
I'll call you later, buddy. Now that Fahim is gone,
What do you
think of him? Because now we can talk shit now because I know that that's your favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't talk shit, but
Say negative things. We like negative so that we can work through it.
Well, we're being positive. For the next month, we said we'd be positive. We want you to be the negative one on the show.
his nose is very Jewish.
So you don't think he's Muslim? You think he's a Jew?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but then I thought it would be mean.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to say that in front of him?
Yeah.
No, you should have. That would have been
so funny.
So funny.
But now he's going to hear and see this after the fact. But
Yeah.
that's okay. You don't mean anything mean by it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's your only impression. You just were looking at his nose the whole time?
Yeah, because
some girls think he's sexy. Do you think he's sexy?
I don't know.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's cute.
In what way?
Like Aladdin, how Aladdin was cute?
He doesn't even look brown.
What does he look? White?
No, see, this is the problem. Because
Yeah,
she
yeah.
hates whites. He's too light. He's too light brown for her.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that-
You want a darker brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, she likes darker brown.
You like darker brown. He's a too light-skinned Muslim.
Too light. Yeah.
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 What do you think of
that.
the religion? I love Muslims. What do you think of the religion?
Are you setting her up?
No, I'm not saying I'm for it. No.
I don't mind it. It's.
What do you know
respect
about it? What do you know about it?
They don't eat pork.
What's their God called?
Allah.
There, that's all. That's all I know.
Praise Allah.
What's the book called?
There it is. You heard that.
Almost.
I don't know.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
The book of
Kavaka.
karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quran.
Quran.
Yeah.
And what else do they believe? As a woman, what else do they believe for women? Women should walk.
Women should wear all those coverings because
And they should walk behind the man and speak when they're spoken to
and serve the man.
and
Yeah.
serve the man.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like that.
I know. I'm trying to be a Muslim out here.
Why don't you like it?
Don't Muslim men they can marry a lot of women?
First of all, this doesn't apply to all branches of it. We're generalizing. We know almost nothing about it.
I don't even know what we're talking about. All I know is this. This is all I fucking
Why
know.
would you want to marry more than one fucking woman? That would be a
headache, nightmare.
How many, like when I see those polygamous fucking, that show that's on like TLC or whatever, that guy that has like 6 wives, why the fuck would you want that many fucking wives? That's insane. Sister wives, this fucking psycho. And by the way, bring up the image of these people. Look at what these people look like. Look at what these people look like.
Yeah, I don't know. What do they look
Just click on the photo.
like? Zoom in.
And let me say something mean.
It's like they photoshopped the same face on everybody.
It's him. It's him.
Yeah.
It's him as different
Yeah,
women.
they're all the same person.
That's him as different women.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, you took
Like, which one would you fuck?
you got 4 swings and you struck
Honestly,
out.
out of them, which one would you spend the most with?
The girl on the far right.
Oh yeah, the girl on the far right.
Yeah.
Where's the guy at though?
I don't know. I don't know if there is a guy at this point.
Oh, they just show the wives in that photo. What do you mean?
That's the guy.
I know it is.
You dickhead.
But like emperors back in the day, like in China, right?
Yeah.
They used to have like 200 concubines.
No, that's
right?
different though.
Why?
Those are just women they got to sleep with.
But you know
These guys have to live in a house
but
and
still, those concubines. How come you didn't? I wrote you a letter. How come you didn't write me back? You know what I mean? You know everybody.
so busy.
I know, but Dick Dick, you spend 3 days with Dick Dick and Dong Dong, right? But me, you ever see me in 3 more?
Your tits are weird. That's the fucking thing. On this show, I've seen it before. They talk on the show about he spends more time with other women and they all get jealous. What do you fucking expect? What do you think is going on?
Yeah.
Of course he's going to pick and choose. Who's got the tightest chochito?
I would get the front, the brunette. For me, the brunette. If I had to pick, the brunette.
Nah, not for me.
Which one?
Back right, because she looks like she can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Yeah, the back right. Yeah.
No, dude, look. Beyond the idea that I don't want to fucking make these real humans feel bad, I just think it's not my fucking. I don't give a fuck. You can go do whatever you want. Be happy with as many people as you want.
Okay, what's that photo?
That's all the kids.
They have the. Oh, wait.
Their kids have kids.
Wait.
But they have to fuck each other.
He has kids with all the women?
It's not true. He has kids, I think, with every woman, I think. I don't know.
Oh, that headache.
Yeah, balancing that. I'd forget all. First of all, remembering their names is enough.
Also, imagining him doing a 5-way divorce, the alimony.
Well, insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
You're broke. You're homeless.
I mean, how do you remember all these kids' names? That was always impressive to me. I'm one of 2 kids, and I was an only child for a while before my sister.
Yeah.
My mom forgot my name all the time.
There's a system that you can do it, I think.
What is it?
So what I would do is, if one of the woman's name is Angie,
Uh-huh.
I can memorize the 5 women's names, right? So their kids would all start with an A and N.
Right, correct.
Right?
Right.
So Angie, Andrew
would have been an easier one.
No, Andrew would be one of them, but Anjo would be one.
Anjo, my brother.
Anjo is the oldest, right?
Angie.
Angie's my wife.
Yeah, but they could have an Angie.
Angie, the woman. If I had a daughter, Angie Jr., the woman, right?
So it's
Anjo,
yeah.
Anjai, right?
Angelica,
Anjolo,
Angel
would be a good one. And then if my other wife's name is Briannica,
be all BRs.
Bianca,
even harder. BI, way harder.
Let's try Bianca though.
Okay, go for it.
B. One of his name was B.
BEE.
Yeah.
BEA.
Yeah. One would be BB. So would be B. The other one would be BB.
You know how hard that is? B.
Yeah, I wouldn't do 3 Bs. B, come over here. Well, and then BB comes over. I said 3 Bs.
Listen, idiot. You fucking idiot. Listen when I'm calling you and your sister.
Yeah.
I think there's to be able to remember all of those kids and be in line with whose kid went with which woman. That would fuck you. That would fuck me up too. They all look the same.
No, but this is what you do. He fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
He fucked it up. You marry different races.
Yeah, he got all whites, which is
one black girl.
Yep.
So I know.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
One black, one Asian, one
black. You would have a Mexican one.
Black, Mexican.
Being Asian, I couldn't do an Asian. I could do an Asian one. If I'm full Asian,
you should have a white.
I definitely have a white.
Yeah.
Those are my good-looking ones.
Well, you have to get loans for these houses somehow.
Yeah.
All right, so you have a black one, and an Asian.
An Asian one. I would probably have a Mexican one.
A Mexican.
But that's so close to Asian. I think my kids would kind of look Asian. Or
No. If it's Mexican.
Indigenous Mexican.
Indigenous Mexican.
Yeah.
And then Native American.
That's same as indigenous.
No, Mexican Native American look very different.
Wait, indigenous Native.
You're saying indigenous people of Mexico.
Indigenous people in Mexico and Native Americans are too similar.
I
would go South Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
right? What? Yeah.
I'm not South Asian.
You're not Asian at all, as far as I'm concerned.
You know what? I also would. Now I would marry 2 whites. I would marry an American white, but check this out. My thinking. Okay, a Russian white because my kids will have knives.
Oh yes,
right.
Yes,
because they like. I saw Eastern Promises. What's that movie?
Eastern Promises. Yeah.
The fucking steam room. Yeah. So
those kids are good at violence.
Yeah. And if one of my kids is playing with a bear outside, I go, yeah, that's my Russian one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's look at there's a
never go to a steam room with a Russian.
No.
Yeah.
No, let him go and let him come out, and then you get in and lock the door.
Yeah.
Lock yourself inside the steam room.
What would you have?
All whites.
Oh.
No. No, you know what I would do? Well, with me, it would look with the red hair thing would stand out with anybody. If I had a black wife, but we had a black kid with red hair, because have you seen this? There's black kids with red hair.
Yeah.
Like I have a buddy who's black with freckles. That is a lot of freckles.
Don't like it.
Fuck you.
You know what your kids would all look like? Sinbad.
One of the coolest guys of all time. She has no idea who that is.
Yeah.
Show me Sinbad.
Sinbad the comedian.
The Impossible Chopstick. And
okay, that's a fucking microaggression.
Is that?
No, it's not.
It's a microaggression.
It's a microaggression.
No. Yeah.
Is that your
Bobby? Yeah.
Everywhere he goes, he's doing a movie. It's him, Brad Pitt, Tom Hardy, and some other people.
Oh, it sounds like
Tom
a
Hardy,
small budget.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Small budget. Yeah, the budget's like
it's
$1 million.
around the world. So he's shooting New Zealand next week. So he's going to have that set there.
and
that
then I
background
fly.
there, yeah. So
Then I fly to Peru. Then I finish the movie in Peru.
That's great.
And what's crazy is right after that I start a movie with The Rock. The Rock and I are doing like it's called Transitioning, and
it's called The Rock in the Hard Place,
bro.
It's called Rock in a Hard Place.
Andrew, that's a very busy schedule.
Yeah, dude, but it's like that's who I am. That's who I want to be, and that's
I mean, I would honestly, with that schedule, I never would say this to somebody, but I think that's appropriate to tell you that I think it's time to quit podcasting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's Tom Hardy, Tom Hanks, The Rock. Like, you're done with this.
Now.
You're done with this.
I don't know, but it's like it's you guys. You know what I mean? I mean, Bobby Lee, Tom Segura. You think your names aren't ranked as high as Tom Hardy and Tom Cruise and those guys?
I don't think so. I don't.
Oh.
And I think they would mock us if they met us.
Yeah. Can we start with this? Last night, Papa's trying to sleep. You know, Papa, that's me. Papa likes to sleep, and I'm about to get to bed, and then all of a sudden, you know, sometimes I'll cap the night off with, you know, going on the internet and whatnot, and then you know you get the news that Trump has the COVID.
I know,
right? And then I didn't sleep for 12 hours. I was just laying there, just fucking reading and Googling.
What was your first emotion when you found out?
I prayed.
You did not.
I did. As Jules knows, as Andrew knows, I'm a Jesus freak. I believe in the Lord, and I got on my hands and knees, and I'll tell you the fucking prayer I did.
Okay,
dear
tell me the
Lord,
prayer.
Heavenly Fathers, right?
Yeah.
To you, to which is each his own, right? So I follow up with that, right?
Wait,
dear Lord.
Wait, who are the Heavenly Fathers? Because that's a plural.
Zeus.
Okay.
Cleopatra, because she's up there,
right?
Right. We've got Jesus.
He's-
Definitely.
yeah, he's
the
a-
son.
oh, yeah,
he's like the captain or whatever.
Oh,
he's
he's
an
gotta
admiral
be.
up there.
He's captain
right,
of the
right.
team, I think.
We've got Moses. Some people call it Moisey.
Yes.
I call it Moses. We've also got the Holy Ghost. And he's like the ninja of up there.
Yeah.
'Cause you can't really, he's not really around. You can't see him.
Do you feel like the Holy Ghost is Asian?
He could be, yeah. Holy Ghost has like a cloud mask on.
Yeah.
It looks like COVID, but a mask, but like he's got the eyes. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
ninjas are so
So
tight.
yeah, and so Holy Ghost is like a cloud ninja.
How much did you try? Did you dress up as a ninja as a kid?
Yeah, multiple times, and it's pronounced Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost.
Oh, Holy Ghost! Yeah.
Wow. Holy Ghost. Yeah.
That's a microaggression, and it's and so
Wait, you're
so
not
I prayed-
You're not offended by that?
What?
The Holy Ghost?
No, because that's what ninjas are. Holy ghosts. I mean, that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we
All
call
right.
it. Yeah, cloud
Yeah.
ninjas. I'm very offended. I'm offended by it. Yeah, but I let it go.
Okay.
I'm very offended by it.
That's what I was making
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. A lot of things that he says is very offensive.
Does he,
Bobby,
But as an ethnic person trying to survive in this world,
yeah,
I try to let it go. And I
trying to survive.
Trying
to survive. The guy has like 5 television shows and 5 movies going right now. Shut up.
Hey,
Shut
fuck
up.
you, all right?
Fuck you.
You're in Beirut
Bob.
with Tom Hanks and Tom Hardy and all the Toms.
You have 5 movies going right
no,
now?
I got nothing going. All right, I don't know what he's
Liar.
I don't. He's
Tell him
got
what's
Davey
going
on FX.
Does he make racially charged statements like that with the words and everything often?
He does. Like the other day, he goes, "Hey," he just calls me out. He goes, "What is the direct translation of Ching Chong?" And I go, "Yeah, he does." I go, "I think Ching Chong is just you know what I mean,
generic?
not a generic thing that like white people say to Asians
Yeah.
back in the day."
That is not true.
Yeah.
I called you and I said, does Ching Chong mean anything? I didn't know.
Yeah. And I said, no, it doesn't. And so he hangs up. And then an hour later, he goes, you know, when you drive it, I don't think it's safe for you to drive at night. And I go, why not? And he goes, because you're not going to be able to see much.
Yeah.
Right? So I go, that's not true. I can't see peripherally.
Why can't you see peripherally?
Because my eyes are slanties.
Wait, is this a true thing?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, I can only see a straight ahead, and it's also like this.
Yeah.
It's like a horse blinder.
It's a horse blinder, yeah. And it kind of, you know what I mean? You know, it kind of curves off like this.
Have you considered the surgery where they open it up?
I refuse.
Oh.
Because I don't want to see that much.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's
I don't
a
want to
good
see
point.
like
That's
you.
a good point.
I don't want to see everything.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to see this much.
Right.
Right.
So your eyes are perfect.
Right. So I go, no, I can see this much on the road, so it's fine. But so my prayer. Let's go back to the prayer. dear Lord, I said, oh, that's right. And I go, please, in your heavenly arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please coddle our great leader, Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And make him good.
The strength of America is behind him right now.
Make him good and make him fine. And he does not deserve this.
Yeah.
Nobody does, right? And dear Jesus in heaven's name, amen to you and all.
Wow, that's a really nice prayer. That's a really, really nice prayer.
So that's what I did. When I found out that he had it, I did the prayer. And then you go into the conspiracy theories, right? One of them being, right, he's faking it.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
I've heard
to get
this.
sympathy.
Yeah. I don't buy that conspiracy theory.
I don't either because... Do you, Andrew? Because
No.
you'd have to get so many people involved.
Here's how you know
Go ahead.
that he's actually sick. His whole thing, his whole persona is based on like, I'm tough, I'm strong, I don't need that. That shit doesn't apply to me. Things don't bother me. The very fact that he would allow himself to be taken to Walter Reed Hospital, that's
right.
That's something that he would not want to do.
They also landed the helicopter as close as they could to the door.
Yeah. No, he's sick,
He's
man.
like, pull it up right to the door. They're like, we'll die if we do that. We have to do 5 feet away. You know what I mean? He's like, I can't.
Yeah.
And he made it.
They're like, the blades are going to go through the
Yeah,
fucking
White
cement
House.
here.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no.
So he did make it in there. And you're right. I think his ego wouldn't allow
Absolutely.
it.
That's why you know it's real, I think.
Yeah, but I feel.
But then here's what they'll probably say, like, he was on a respirator, his temperature's 106, and when he comes out, he'll be like, not that bad. It really wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I'm a strong guy, and strong guys it just doesn't fuck with.
Yeah. But it really is, I was telling Andrew earlier, because we waited 3 hours for you to arrive. And we would have waited forever because
I am
you
sorry.
are
I already apologized. I'm sorry.
You are the Sir Thomas, okay? And we know.
I'll tell you this.
What?
This is actually just more wholesome than the only other time that I completely forgot I was scheduled to do a podcast.
Yeah.
So this is the second time. Yeah. Today, as I said, a big tennis match. I was out in the sun. I got home, showered, I'm laying on the couch. Literally, Andrew's like, let me know when you get there. And I was like, fuck. Right? And I just panicked.
Yeah.
Got my kid dressed, and I was like, you guys got to watch him. And I just jumped in the car and the last time was in I want to say this is 2012. Holy shit. But I remember it like it was yesterday. And I had agreed to do the Sklar Brothers podcast.
Which is one of the best.
They're great. They're great guys. And they're like, hey, will you, come on Friday and we'll see you at noon. And I go, yeah, okay. I'm jerking off, looking at my phone, watching porn, like stroking my and it just the iPhone thing drops. It's like Randy Sklar, and I'm like, and as soon as I see his name, I'm like, fuck. So he's like, are you close? And I was like, to coming, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just had to do the whole thing where I couldn't. I mean, I didn't want to tell him what I was doing, but he knows now.
Randy, when he texts me, I come anyway. It's really strange.
Yeah.
The moment, bing, I see it just will come out.
Just jizz. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I never have ever, and asked them, have called them by their name.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who's who.
I know you don't.
I really don't.
I know you
I go.
don't.
I always go, what's up? The brothers are in town. If I see them both, or where's your other better half? I'll do something like that.
I've
but
never felt more in sync with you because I absolutely refuse to try. They're like and sometimes they do the thing where they're like, hey, I got the glasses. It's Jason. And you're like,
they'll do that,
I fucking know. I know. You think I don't know it's you, Jason? Jesus.
Yeah, so I don't know the difference, but they're great guys and
They are.
what a talent.
Wait, does Ching Chong really not mean anything?
I think Ching Chong means hello, maybe.
Can we just address something about it though?
Go ahead.
It's a fun thing to say.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that it has negative, racial connotation because it really feels.
It flows off the tongue.
It flows
Like,
off the tongue.
tell me you guys have seen, there is a very offensive meme, okay? It's a mentally handicapped Asian guy, and he's a maestro of an orchestra.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it says, and a 1, and a 3, and a ching chong potato.
Yeah.
And it's easily the funniest meme I've ever seen in my entire life.
Right.
Is it offensive? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very funny. Very funny.
But also, like, it would be nice if it was acceptable to use for like, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you were like, hey, my mom made this dish, and I was like, what is it? And then you could be like, it's just some ching chong shit, and like, and then I'd be like, oh yeah,
is you'll see comics if you walk into a green room.
Yeah,
there are some comics and they can't help themselves. They'll go. Dun, 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 gong, when I walk in.
They do that too when you walk in?
Yeah, when I walk in. And then I've been conditioned to laugh at it.
But it hurts.
It burns.
Really?
Yeah, it burns. But you have to go, that's a good one. You know what I mean? When you've seen it 30 million times in your life,
of
right?
course, yeah.
Which is when they go, gong, and then they giggle, you know what I mean?
People are really doing that?
Oh, yeah.
When you walk
Bobby,
in the room.
Yeah.
Well, tell Tom about you learning about microaggressions.
All right, so yesterday I went to, I was just Googling things. This is before I found out that Trump had COVID. And then I went to my high school. You know, I'm obsessed with my high school. So I went to Poway High School. I Googled that on YouTube. And then they go...
Wait, you're obsessed with your high school?
Yeah, dude, it's so pathetic. Yeah, he wants to be in the High School Hall of Fame.
They don't respect me.
He wants to be in the alumni, notable alumni.
They don't like me.
How are you not in the notable alumni?
I am on Wikipedia, but I'm not by them.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because
Is this a big high school?
It's pretty big, yeah. They don't find me to be a credible, entity when it comes to, like, fame.
Yeah.
Right? They think that, like...
That's kind of hard to believe, man.
Well, they have people that are, like, if you look it up, we've done this before on the show, where you Google, their, notable... alums, and it's like, Ving Trang, who, plays the violin for the orchestra.
How many seasons were you on Mad TV?
8.
Come on, man. Like, that alone.
But they don't care. But
anyway,
that thing
was on the air for 8 fucking years?
17. Well, the show was on air for 14 years.
The one that you were on, though.
Yeah, but I was on the show the last 8 years of Mad TV.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I met you on the street. when you were doing that.
And I remember that.
No, you don't.
What a great day.
Wow.
You don't remember it.
Tomas, Sir
Tomas. I have a vivid memory of meeting him on the street.
He says this all the fucking time. Go ahead, tell him.
It was you're with some tall blonde, really tall.
Was she cute?
Yeah. She was like 6'1". And then
look.
I was like excited to meet you.
Yeah.
And we started riffing like a bit right there on the street.
Yeah.
And you hopped on my back.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what monkeys do.
Yeah, you don't remember that.
Yeah, I do. I hopped on your back and I go, I whipped you and I go, gallop on.
No, that's not the bit.
Fatty.
Nope.
No. No.
Nope. It was about a fire rescue thing. And
it was?
I was rescuing you from a burning building.
Tom, let me just say something. When I see people with your body type,
I
always jump on the back.
Just body type meaning, I can do deadlifts.
No. Body type meaning that you're not,
bench press,
morbidly fat like some people we know, right? But you have a thickness to you.
Yeah, I'm a thick boy.
Yeah. And that's not a bad thing.
And can you believe he's saying this? Bobby, you're basically like, you're just a squished figure of a taller fat guy, Bob. That's all. You're just if somebody accordioned a taller fat guy.
Jules liked that one.
Yeah, and hey, Andrew,
it's true. What you talk like you're not like you call him thick. You have such a rotund belly. You have a pot belly.
I'm fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Yeah, but you say you jump on his back.
Because I'm smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, so
a smaller fat guy
is
going to jump on a fatter fat guy's body. Right? It's not the reverse. I'd get crushed by him.
Is that in the code?
Would you think I would crush you?
I don't think you would. I think I'd be able to handle your weight.
Yeah.
And don't get offended because you're doing us a favor. And
Hey,
thank you so much for being here.
hey.
I think you're very handsome.
But I mean, you're also taking jabs at my body. That's not even a microaggression. That's really not part of like society today to come after my physicality.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm very sensitive about it.
Yeah, but can I just say something right now? I'm going to tell you, I found out what microaggression was because I went to the Poway High School YouTube.
What's the name of the high school?
Poway High School.
Poway?
Yeah. And
in Hawaii?
No, it's in San Diego.
Okay.
And they did a video on microaggression.
Okay.
And I'd never heard of the word before.
You've never heard of this?
No. And then I was laughing at their sketches.
Yeah.
Of what a microaggression is because I thought it was a comedy video. But then at the end, they're like, don't do any of these. And I go, oh, fuck, this is what my life is based on. Right? So then I realized that my comedy is based on microaggression. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to just tell you the definition of it, if I may.
Okay.
Microaggression is a term used for brief and commonplace daily verbal or behavioral indignities, whether intentional or unintentional, that communicate hostile, derogatory, or negative. I just said that so Asian. Derogatory, or negative attitudes towards stigmatized or culturally marginalized groups.
That's a lot to digest.
Yeah, so I'll give you an example.
Okay.
And this is what you shouldn't do.
Okay.
If you see, if you're hanging out with your Mexican friend.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you go, hey, Pedro, or Jose, or Frank.
Sure.
It could be Frank.
It could be Frank.
It could be Frank. We don't know.
Okay.
Right? And that's what my point is. Right? It could be Frank, Castilla, Ramirez, Sancho.
Mhm.
Right?
Okay. And what do you do?
So I go, Frankie, I just want to let you know, man, I don't think you don't act Mexican to me. That right there
is a microaggression.
Is a microaggression.
Right.
He go, hey, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, what you mean, bro? Right?
Yeah.
I go, it's just that you don't know how to play an el mariachi. Right? Bro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do rap, though, bro, or whatever it might be.
Right.
I go, I don't think, that's a
Now,
microaggression.
Is
You
it a
can't assume.
microaggression if I go like, hey, Bobby?
Yes.
There's a sushi place across the street. What's it like?
Yes, that's a fucking microaggression.
Why? But it looks like a good spot.
I know, but would you ask Andrew that?
No, it's fucking redhead.
I know. You wouldn't want his opinion because he has no good taste buds.
Right.
Right. He likes boiled.
Yeah, boiled
beef.
ham and shit.
Yeah, boiled beef
of
and
course.
cabbage.
Right.
That's what his types of people like.
But if there was a pizza place across the street,
Right.
I'd be like, hey, Andrew, what's up with that pizza place, man?
You're right,
It's
exactly.
delicious. Yeah, it's good?
It's delicious, right.
I think I'll get
It's
a slice on
but
the way out.
But that is a microaggression, apparently.
It is, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Are you of the mentality that, like, and I'm glad that we're getting into these microaggressions and putting it out there, or are you like, this is fucking nonsense?
No, what I'm trying to do is, because this is, they say about the pendulum swinging.
Yes.
Right? It's swinging the other way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm just trying to adapt to a new world. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I want to change.
What do you want to change?
I don't want to do no more microaggressions. You could do it to me. I like it.
You like the
I love
microaggressions?
'em.
Really?
Oh, I love them.
So wait, do you like when you walk in the green room and they're like, bong, 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 or like all that? Or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, I do.
What?
Yeah,
I thought you
yeah,
just
I
said
love
you
I
hate
love
it.
You know what I also love? I love, I told you about that guy that I was on a flight and some redneck comes up to me and he goes, he wanted, you could tell he wanted to talk to me. He didn't know how to bring it up. So he just goes, hey man. I go, what's up? He goes, my daughter, she loves Hello Kitty.
That's all he said?
Yeah, just to bring up, what I mean, conversation.
Yeah.
And see, as an ethnic person, I know where he's coming from.
That he's trying?
Right, he's trying. So for me, the trying in itself, you know
No,
what I mean?
but Bob, to be fair, the guy that created Hello Kitty, you look strikingly like. That's the problem.
That's a good
yeah, but
point.
why
That's
would I be in the middle seat of a Southwest Airlines seat?
Well,
Because you're just trying to save some money.
Yeah, man.
dude.
Yeah,
Not everyone.
that
Oh,
guy-
I see. So his assumption is, man,
That
he's
guy's-
Group E.
that
This
guy's-
guy is Group E.
Hello Kitty
right?
guy's
Hello Kitty guy's Group E
super
on
humble.
Southwest, like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Right? He's a common man.
You should have said, how'd you know it was me?
Right.
How'd you know it was me?
Right, played along.
Yeah.
Right?
No, wait. When he did that, because you at that point can go, what the fuck are you telling me that for, right? But how did you...
Well, I'm sure, I know like John Cho.
Yeah?
John Cho would have been like, hey man, that's fucking crazy what you just said. Right? He would have said that. Right? Because I know how John Cho is, right?
My kid loves Hello Kitty.
yeah. But I would have been like, you know what I mean? What I was like, hey man, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's good stuff too.
You did.
Yeah. I love it too, I said.
And he was like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I know that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I could have gone like, yeah, you know what? When I was creating Hello Kitty,
That would have been fun.
I was going to make him black
Yeah.
at first, but I'm like, I don't know, man.
MeUndies.
Hey guys, my favorite underwear of all time is MeUndies. That's all I wear around the house. It's comfortable. I love the designs. MeUndies believes that comfort is about more than what's touching your skin. It's about feeling comfortable in your skin.
Yep, they are so soft. They're the only underwear that I love. They're so soft on your body. And you can't tell you're wearing underwear. You know when you can see somebody and they look like they're wearing underwear and it's embarrassing, it's showing through their pants?
Yeah.
Not with MeUndies.
Also,
No.
my genitals. I don't know if we can talk about my genitals.
Yeah, we can.
But
Yeah, we can.
my genitals are beautiful, and they're the jewels of the sea, and they need to be protected. Yes, and they feel so comfortable in MeUndies underwear. It really does.
And well, I like it because for the guys, it's got a little dude pouch. So it's got a little pouch.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it cups your, and then for the girls, it's got a little camel cup.
Yeah,
So
camel
it's got
cup.
a little camel cup, and for the dudes, it's got a little pouch for you and your fellas. Never run out of undies with the MeUndies membership, a subscription that sends new pairs right to your door. Because who wants to grab that questionable 6-pack of underwear at your local drugstore? Dude, just get it delivered to your house. Honestly,
we love it.
We both love MeUndies. We both use them.
Their undies grow on trees. No, seriously, they're made from irresistible, soft, natural fibers sourced from beechwood trees. And you know what's natural fiber? And you know what natural fibers mean? That's their micromodal is not only super soft, but breathable, light, and impossibly cozy. That's some serious comfort. Everything MeUndies does is to help you feel truly comfortable from head to toe, from outside to in.
MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. Check this out. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping.
Hey,
right,
buddy.
MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they'll refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions.
No questions. Get 15% off your first order and free shipping to MeUndies.com/badfriends. Again, that's MeUndies.com/badfriends. We love it. We use it. You should too. Upstart.
About 15 years ago, Andrew, my credit was terrible. I had the worst credit rating, and I wish Upstart.com was around back then because it could have really helped me. As most of us have found out the hard way, getting into debt is easy, getting out is hard, especially if your credit score isn't great. Thankfully, now there's, check this out, Andrew, Upstart.com, the revolutionary lending platform that knows you're more than just your credit score and offers smarter interest rates to help you pay off high-interest credit card debt.
Right? They make it fast, simple, and easy, you guys, to check your rate. And since it's a soft pull, and it's not going to affect your credit score. A lot of people are like, oh, it's a hard pull. It's going to make it fluctuate. It won't. They're out to help you. Okay. Once the loan is approved and accepted, most people get their funds the very next business day. The next day, over 400,000 people have used Upstart to pay off credit cards and meet their financial goals. I'm telling you, if you're struggling, you need to get some credit help. Upstart is legit. Okay. Free yourself from the burden of high interest credit card debt by consolidating everything into one monthly payment with Upstart. You can see yourself why Upstart is ranked in their category with a 4.9 out of 5 rating.
Oh, my God.
On Trustpilot. Hurry up. Go to upstart.com/badfriends to find out how low your Upstart rate is. Checking your rate only takes a few minutes. That's upstart.com/badfriend. That's upstart.com/badfriends.
The next time a white person says like any Asian reference as an opening to conversation, you should immediately act like whatever they reference is what you started. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if somebody was like, hey man, I love that Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You'd be like, when I was writing it, I didn't know where I was going to go with it. And then they'll be like, wait, you wrote that?
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah,
I thought that's why you said that to me.
Yeah. Or they say you meant my favorite food is China food. What's so funny? My name is PF.
Yeah.
Right.
And my family started this restaurant.
We have started PF Chang's.
He'll be like,
what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah. And that fucking beef that we do, the double beef?
Yeah.
The double beef is like, Chinese people usually cook it one time, right? But I was the one, right? Because I'm PF, right? Let's do it twice.
You
know what I mean?
And you're just going to freak them. They'll be like, I'm sorry, man.
This is my friend Johnny Sanchez, right? He started the refried. They fried it one time, right? Johnny, tell him. And Johnny would be like, yeah, dude, we fried it twice. And like, look, it's a hit.
What's the hottest Asian shit right now? I'm trying to think. What's like in the last, Crazy Rich Asians, that was about
BLM. No, that's Black Lives Matter. What's it called?
BTS.
Dude, we talked about those pop groups, and then yesterday I opened Twitter. You go to the trending page, and it was that a pop star. They're like, oh, we saw his pack of cigarettes in his pocket, and that was a worldwide trending topic. That
is
one of the pop singers smokes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't know the group or anything, but there's like a million tweets about this kid smoking.
Well, that's the bad boy. That's the bad boys.
He's the bad boys.
He's the bad boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, also, I want to announce. We talked about it before the show. Joe Biden said it on his Twitter. It's National Filipino Awareness Month.
Oh boy! Wow. Well, congratulations there, Jules.
Jules.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
How do you feel about that, Jules?
I don't know, because I'm not Filipino American.
Oh, it only applies to the 9 guys in America that are Filipino American.
You're not Filipino American?
No, but I'm from the U.S. and I'm just staying here to study. So
You're from the U.S.
no, Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why are you nervous right now? Because Tom Segura's a big star?
No.
Yeah, she Googled you, and she's a big star, so she gets really flustered. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, don't get so nervous. Everything's like, he's just like everyone else.
Wait, you're just here studying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how long are you going to study?
I'm thinking about going to college here.
Oh, what are you studying now?
I'm in high school, senior year.
You're a senior in high school? All right.
Yeah. And so when we were talking about jerking off, that was cool.
Sorry about that.
You know what I mean?
Sorry, Jules.
Yeah, sorry, Jules.
How's high school going?
Yeah, it's comfortable now. Yeah, how's high school? She's doing good.
Wait, do you always
Straight
have
A's?
you have children in here all the time?
She's okay. So, I'm dating Kurosawa.
Yes.
Yeah, and Kurosawa is from the island of the Falapans.
Yeah.
And apparently they have families as well over there, like everyone else.
Yeah.
And she has a sister. Her name is Honey. Mm-hmm. And Honey has a daughter. Happens to be her.
Okay.
Right. So she. Yeah.
So Kurosawa is
my aunt.
Your aunt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kurosawa's her
So
aunt.
are you staying with them?
She's been living with us since the pandemic.
How horrible is that to live with him?
It's okay.
Well, okay. So that's great that you said that. That's an honest. That's an honest reaction.
Okay.
So
we're started there.
We started there. So let's get some of the.
Let's get some specifics.
Specifics out. What is something that I do that you don't agree with?
Maybe mostly everything.
Okay, well that's now an attack.
Santino.
What about the booger collection? What about the booger collection, Jules? Or the
So
fact
what is
that
it
he makes
that you don't
clean
like?
up?
He puts boogers in my room, like at the side. And then I told him not to put it, and then he said, "You can't tell me what to do."
And he was serious.
Yeah.
Bobby, why are you torturing her like that?
That's
Tom.
How is that?
Tom, he's 49 years old, and he puts boogers
on
her
this sweet
doorway.
child.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, all right? I'm sorry. I apologize. But I just want to say this to defend myself. I've never had a teenager in the house before.
Yeah.
I didn't buy the book.
Yeah.
Right? There's no instructions.
Yeah.
So I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Bobby, there is no book, but if there was, it certainly would say don't put boogers on them. I'm
If
sure
I
that's
read
in there.
that in a manual of some sort, then I probably wouldn't. But at the time, it seems I don't know what to talk to her about.
Right.
So I'll walk into her room and I go, "How's school?" And she's like, "It's okay."
Mm-hmm.
You getting good grades? It's fine. And I'll just go, I don't know what to do. I'll put a booger on the wall. You know what I mean? I mean, there's,
Yeah.
Why is that the solution? That doesn't seem like that. How do you get to that step? Why do you?
Because
think,
I get uncomfortable because I don't know what to say and how to mold her. You know what I mean? Her mind, right? Because I guess I'm a parental figure, right? I don't know how to. I've never took a class or anything, so it's like I can't help her with schoolwork. She's like, B equals minus 12b, and pi equals the Bunsen burner, and I'll be like, that's way out of my pay grade. Here's a booger. You know what I mean? Just to have some sort of interaction.
How do you like the? Is he a good partner to your aunt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes her laugh.
He makes her laugh.
Yeah. And
that's
He's
the joy of
obviously
life.
a wonderful lover as well.
Yeah.
You've heard about that?
Yeah, you meant my rabbit style? Is that what you're saying?
I was just making.
Oh yeah.
And then is he?
You know how girls are always like, I just want a guy who's funny.
Yeah.
Right, but and then once they get the guy that's funny, they realize you also need other characteristics to like.
Yeah. And so Kalila, she's like, he's funny.
Yeah. No, I have other skill sets. Let's say.
Yeah, what are they?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. I'm funny.
Yeah.
I'm also.
Yeah, that's the one we have covered.
Okay, we got that
one
covered. Here's another thing I do. I don't have a problem with her.
What?
What?
I don't have a problem with her.
What do you mean?
There's nothing that she does that bothers me. Really. Who? Kurosawa.
Nothing bothers you about her.
Not really. You know what I mean? It's like I let things pass by. Like to me.
What's like a thing that could bother you, but you're like, I'm not going to say anything.
Well, she does. She thinks that I have. She thinks that I'm not coordinated.
Okay. But that's not really.
Yeah, so she'll say stuff like, "Be careful walking down the stairs." And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, "Bitch, I've walked down so many fucking stairs. You don't even fucking know. I'm a stair master, bitch."
But you keep your mouth shut.
I keep my mouth shut, and so then I'll walk down the stairs, and you know what I mean, and be careful.
Yeah.
Right.
But to
and
be
very
fair,
mindful. What?
Your weight, for some reason, you do lean forward when you walk.
Yeah.
So
wait, what do you weigh?
Oh my god, I weigh about.
He's top heavy.
I'm top heavy. I weigh about 175.
That's it?
Yeah, but I'm
4'11".
5'4".
4'11".
I'm 4'11". That's not good.
175?
Yeah. How much do you weigh?
235.
Yeah. But you're tall. How tall are you?
6'8".
Yeah. So
Yep.
there you go. 6'8".
Yeah.
But like, so
plus muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
So
she'll say stuff like, "Don't play Candy Crush on the freeway." And I'll
But wait,
be like,
that sounds like that she's supposed to say that.
"That to me, it doesn't though."
Right.
To me,
'Cause
I
it
go,
bothers you that she's calling
I'll
you
roll
out.
my eyes.
Yeah.
I'll go, "Ooh," and I'll put the fucking phone down.
Right.
Right. There's just certain things like, oh, here's a thing. Hey, what's for dinner tonight? And she'll be like, I don't know. I was thinking about making salmon. We had salmon last night.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm a man that needs variety.
So you're like, hey, fuckhead.
So I'll just get the pizza. She goes, I'll go, fuck. In my head, I'll be like, hey, I'll go, how about if I'll make a pizza? She goes, your blood pressure. And I'll be like, I'll eat the fucking salmon then.
Yeah.
In my mind, right?
Yeah.
But in my mouth, I'll go, okay, we'll have salmon.
Yeah.
So
But
you know, it bothers me, but I don't like. But if you know, she has so many problems with me, right?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, just how could you not? Like, what do you say it like it's like? Can you believe she has so many problems? It's like, yeah, dude, it'd be fucking mind bending if she was like, no, it's all good. He's super easy to live with.
Wait, so I mean that seems right, but also Jules, as a roommate for now, what 6-7 months or something?
Yeah.
More. What are some things you think he could work on in addition to not wiping boogers on your wall?
Maybe more responsible because he almost burned the house last week.
Oh,
okay. I almost burned up
More than once.
Yeah.
Twice.
More than once.
how did you almost do it? In the kitchen? Burner?
No.
What?
Well, as you know, I'm down to 2 cigarettes a day.
That's something I was very well aware of. Yeah.
So as you know, and that's a good thing, and I expect.
Thank you for
people on
starting
Twitter-
with as you know.
As you
Yes.
know, and I want the people on Twitter to back me up on that and congratulate me. I think that's a big deal. But sometimes I forget to put out the.
This is a big boo boo.
I know it is, and I'm admitting it right now. Right, I'm admitting it right. I sometimes.
Were you sleeping with it? Like, was it one of those?
No,
things?
no. I just go outside and I'll be like, I'll Google stuff and I'll go microaggressions.
Yeah.
And just read about it. I go,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I do this all the time. I'm a bad person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'll just put the cigarette down. I'll go inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of putting it out.
Yeah.
So that's not a good thing. Another thing that I do is I pee in her favorite plant.
And whose favorite plant?
No,
Hers?
not yours.
Oh.
Ati Kalila's?
Well, no, because there's a bush outside that she really likes. And I don't give a fuck about no bushes. I've never been a bush fan, by the way. I don't care about weeds. I don't give a fuck.
You don't like any bushes.
Yeah, I like trees. You gotta
All right,
breathe, right?
A
But
tree
I'm not
is just a big bush.
Yeah, but I'm not like a fan of vines.
Can I ask you this? When you reach back to the old country, when you're talking when you're talking to the fam and they're like, "What's going on?" Are you like, "We need to get Kalila out of here," like, or do you go, "We need to save her," things like that?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Just making sure.
So anyway, there's so she'll go. She said, "Will you please?" Looked at me right in the eyes. We have 3 bathrooms at home, right? just pee in the toilet, right? Because
This
you
is-
start you're pissing on that plant that I like. And I go, I know, but I'm out here. I don't want to go back in there, so I'm smoking and I'm Googling microaggressions. And
Wait,
I just got shit going
are you
on.
enclosed? Like, are other people seeing you piss?
No, I purposely put the shades down if I'm going to do it.
Shades?
Right, because I do it outside.
Okay.
There's a bush outside, so I have a machine that does it.
Okay.
So I go,
Tom,
Yeah.
the mistake is you're saying, do neighbors see you?
Yeah.
Bobby just does that so no one inside his own home watches him piss in a bush.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't want them to catch me.
But what about the neighbors?
No, because I have like enclosements.
Enclosements.
Yeah, so
Enclosements.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so then I'll pee on the bush, and then she'll go, "What the fuck?" And I'll turn around. I go,
Yeah.
"Oh fuck."
Man, she puts up with a lot.
Yeah,
let's be
yeah.
honest.
She caught me again, and I go, "This is the last time."
Yeah, but why? Why do you like pee? I think you do that as an act of defiance.
Yeah, I need to defy a little bit. That's my
Yeah,
that's,
why?
Because that's been my whole life, is to defy against the rules. Because if you take away drugs and alcohol, which they have, you know what I mean, which I have, I've weeded
Yeah.
drugs and alcohol out of my life, right? And then along with the pandemic, right?
No weed?
No, I'm in AA. So along with the pandemic, I can't leave the house really because we're really mindful about it. You know what I mean? What is there left to do? Pee on the bush.
Oh, that feels
Yeah,
good.
yeah, pee on the fucking bush. There's nothing else to do.
That feels good.
That feels good to me. It's like I'm going, yeah, I got this.
Actually, that makes more sense
Thank
now.
you so much.
That makes more sense
I also
now.
pee in. They don't even know this. I'm going to admit something, and I have to clean it up. But if you look in the garage,
Yes.
there's a lot of like I drink Creation juice.
Creation juice?
Yeah, it's like it's a company called Creation.
It's a juicery that makes, and they're like $13 to $15 for a bottle of fresh pressed juice.
So I get fresh pressed juice and during the day, and I'll get like 5 or 6 bottles, and I'll be playing video games. I'll just down a fucking Creation juice.
He's spending $350 a day on juice.
No, that's so.
Swear to
So
God.
so I'll drink it, and then
it's-
I'll be playing Warzone.
Uh-huh.
I'll play Ground War, so you're like, in the battlefield for 45 minutes, and it's not less. You can't just press pause in it because it's live.
Yeah.
So I'll have an empty Creation juice, and I'll just go fuck it, and I'll just pee in it.
Yeah.
Right? I'll go fuck it. I'm not going right. And I'll pee in it, and I'll throw it away later, but then I forget. Right? And then next, you have 15 bottles of pee
Of piss?
bottle. Yeah,
Everywhere?
Look at her face.
Yeah, she doesn't look like.
She doesn't look happy.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, this again, you're like, this is what my aunt.
Which
she's living
this
with.
doesn't come out until a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go tonight and throw away all those bottles.
You got to throw those away. You got to.
So you don't do anything like that at home.
Well,
no
I'm
one
trying to
pees
think.
in bottles. Nobody pees in
I
bottles. in their
peed
own
in a
home.
bottle in a car. You know,
In a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a grown up.
not at the house.
You've never done it.
I've never peed in a bottle in my house. Definitely not.
All right, and that's my bad.
I have pissed in the backyard before.
There we
I've pissed in
go.
the
There we
yard.
go. That's another
Yeah.
thing we have in common.
I've done
Okay.
that.
That feels
I've
good.
done
Have
that.
you done that?
Yeah, I pee in my backyard yes, I pee in my
Well,
backyard.
then there you go.
sometimes.
Well, then I don't feel bad for peeing on the plant.
Yeah, but I don't get yelled at for peeing on stuff.
It's a weird.
in my
It's a
backyard.
different thing though. Like if Andrew, if your wife was like, "Hey, there's this one spot though. I really appreciate
Right.
you not pissing here," and then you go, "Well, that's where I'm going to piss every time."
That is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think about it. That's weird. What else do I do? Other than that, well, I invite ants.
Ants.
Yeah. I have a drawer. Of ants.
Why do you have the drawer of ants?
Because at 3 and 4 in the morning, I need my snacks.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have sunflower.
What time do you go to bed?
6 in the morning. So I have my sunflower seeds.
And you sleep
Tom.
until.
Tom, he goes to bed at 6 a.m. and then he's up 30 minutes before we shoot this show. He go about 3:34 p.m.
This is wild, dude.
It's great.
It's great.
It's America.
And-
It's American life. It's American life. It's American choice.
Does Kala-
It's called freedom.
Does she mimic your sleep schedule? No.
No, she's already like this morning. Well, this afternoon I woke up, and I go. Oh, I always stretch my arms out, right, because they're in pain. Because I sleep like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'll go. Hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My bones like
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
cracking, yeah.
disconnecting and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll look over to see Kalila, and she's gone.
Yeah.
And then she's already like, she has her yoga.
Of course. She's done things.
She's done a lot of things.
It
I
must
went to
be-
the grocery, went to the beach.
It must be crazy, though, for you on a job to go from this schedule to they're like, all right, call time is 5:30. And are you just like,
I don't sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
And you work the whole day like
Dude,
that?
like at the last job, when I was in Hawaii, I was on Magnum PI. I was in every single scene, right? The whole week. I was the first one they picked up, the last one they dropped off. I didn't sleep for 5 days. By the fifth day, I was just like, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't say a word. I was so tired.
Blue Chew.
Guys, remember the days when you were always ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
I do. Let me say something, Andrew. I've been using Blue Chew in my life, right? And it really does work. You know what I mean? It makes me so virile and hard.
Viral? It gives you what you need. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Viagra and Cialis,
You
know
can take
what they
it
do.
anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach, so you can get ready whenever an opportunity arises.
That's right,
If you could
man.
benefit from more confidence where it counts, Blue Chew is the fast and easy way to enhance your performance, Papa.
Yep, Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians. You don't have to go to a doctor's office or wait in some weird pharmacy. It ships right to your door in a discreet package. So if you're looking to get a little bit more pump downstairs, fellas, Blue Chew is incredible. Bobby and I sometimes will just take it and go meet up in the middle of the night and sword fight.
In a forest,
and
yeah,
great.
on a tree, and it's great. And you know the best part of Blue Chew, Andrew, I mean, don't get angry. They're made in the USA, bud.
That's right,
and Blue
baby.
Chew prepares and ships direct. They're cheaper than a pharmacy, no awkwardness, and you don't have to leave the house.
Right now, we have a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment for free when you use our promo code BADFRIENDS. Just pay $5 for shipping. Again, that's blue, like the color BLUE Chew.com, promo code
Bad Friends.
Blue Chew is the better, cheaper choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. And remember, when you support our sponsors, you make this podcast possible. So please be sure to use our promo code BADFRIENDS at BlueChew.com. Tom, you saw those episodes of Magnum PI you did. They were so good.
Those are actually
You know what?
some of
Fuck you.
Those are some of
No, I'm being serious. Tom and I talked about it. He goes, dude, he texted me and he goes, dude, I didn't know Bobby was in Magnum PI. And I said, yeah. And he goes, he's fucking killing it. And I was like, I know.
Who said that?
I said it.
Who do I play on it?
Play Kevin. Is that not the right name?
No, it's not. No.
What is it?
Yeah. If you were
Kelvin.
even remotely close, I would have given you it.
Wait,
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
No, I don't play Kelvin.
Who do you play? Just tell me.
Jin.
Jin.
Yeah. Completely
Fuck.
different.
Jin, like
Hey,
the
Not
drink?
even the ballpark.
Gin, like
that
the
sounds
drink.
like a
J-I-N,
microaggression.
Jin. What?
It sounds like a microaggression.
It's a microaggression.
Jin.
Yeah.
Calling you Jin. Your name should have been Kevin, less racist. But Jin, oh, here comes a Jin. Very racist.
Yeah, I don't have an accent in it.
No, that's everyone
Do
else.
you go?
Here comes the Jin.
You do that?
What?
No. No?
Well, before every line I do, but then I do an American accent. I go,
There you go.
oh, what's up, Magnum?
Dude, this is a great character.
Yeah, it's a choice.
That is a good
It's
choice.
an acting choice. But yeah, so
What's going on here, guys? Is that your grandfather behind you?
no, that's me. See,
That's not
that's a
you.
microaggression.
No, it looks like your grandfather.
No, that's me.
Yeah, but you realize that I'm right when I say that.
Does that look like Andrew's grandfather?
Let me see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Is that your grandfather?
Yeah, it's my granddad.
Oh, that's cool. He looks
Yeah.
just like you.
Do you want to talk about moving, Tom?
It's not a done deal or anything, you know? We're just like very much.
Bobby was worried. Bobby said, "Why is everyone moving?" Bobby got worried.
I'm worried that everyone is moving.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think I'm gonna put a stop to it. You know, everyone. I don't know anybody that's not except for this fuck, right? And Sebastian Maniscalco.
They might leave too.
I mean, now he's talking about, hey, maybe Denver.
Denver's awesome.
Yeah, I love Denver.
I love Denver too.
Yeah, but I just fucking bought a house. I can't move yet.
Why? Sell
Because
your
I
house.
like where I live.
Okay, that's fair then.
I know,
Fair.
but I don't want everyone to move.
But now you need to.
I was looking at houses in Austin.
And
There's a couple I like.
there you go.
And if I go there, I don't know what to do because I here's the thing. It takes me. I'm like an animal. You know, I'm like a snow leopard.
Yeah.
Right? I have to memorize everything.
Would Kalila move?
I don't think she wants to either because her family's here.
Her whole family's here?
Yeah, her sister and her mom and stuff. You know what I mean? That's her family.
They all live in L.A. though.
They live in L.A. and it's like, you know,
that
it's
makes
like,
sense.
and my friends are moving. You know, I don't know Joe. I love Joe Rogan. I think it's his fault though.
No, I don't really think so because this exodus, I mean, you know, you can point to him, but there's a huge exodus outside of like our world. You know what I mean? New York and LA specifically.
But what's the, okay? Let me ask you something. What are the benefits?
Well, there's a couple of big ones.
Tell me.
Like, you went specifically Austin?
No, just to tell me Austin and tell me why. What are the benefits of moving out of LA?
Well, okay, so
Taxes.
one. I mean, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's zero state income tax.
Oh.
Whereas in California, we have the highest state income tax in the nation. Not only that, we are now in a big deficit because of COVID, and more than likely, when this new proposal hits the floor, they'll raise the highest rate to a new highest rate.
Okay.
Okay? That'll have 3 tiers of tax rate on them.
Okay.
Then there's other things like lifestyle, right? There's so some people, you know, like you can love wherever you live, but like let's say if you were going to Austin, you would more than likely, if you looked at those houses, have like bigger yards, maybe a bigger house, newer things like that.
That is true.
Less congestion, little less people. But a city like that offers a lot, right? I mean, they have huge
great
music
restaurant,
scene, great
music.
restaurants.
And they're groovy whites.
They're groovy whites.
Yeah.
As somebody that tours a lot, it's definitely a lot easier to tour from the middle of the country than the southwest corner.
True. That's a good point.
You know, I mean, look, but the thing about cities is it's a feel thing. You got to go and like you spend time, you know, in Denver or Nashville or wherever you might go, and it's a thing that you have to feel like you want to live there.
Like Bobby said, he was thinking about Portland, and you know, Portland might be right for you, Bob.
I feel like a very strong Bob vibes when I'm in Portland.
I'll tell you the reason why Portland is not aside from like the radical things that you were saying. You know.
What was I saying? I was talking about how they've been protesting for like 117 days straight.
Yeah, I just like in terms of weather, I like it.
And it's one of the worst weather cities in the United States.
I just like rain. I like the moodiness of the rain. I like trees.
What about Seattle?
Rain. That too. That would be
by the way
as well.
No state income tax.
No state income tax at Seattle, right?
That's right.
But I'll tell you the benefits of LA.
Okay.
Okay, for me, Koreatown.
Big benefit.
Yeah, Koreatown.
I lived there.
Yeah, Koreatown. First of all, we had Korean food last night. How good was it? It makes me cry.
Good.
It was so good.
How good?
Really good.
Really good.
Do you like Korean food?
Yeah.
More than Filipino food?
Maybe equal.
Equal. Wow.
Yeah, wow. See, thank you. So Koreatown. First of all, where am I going to go to a spa?
You don't think that like
Oh, so you think that Austin has a 24-hour spa with old Korean men washing my back?
No.
I need that.
But
I need old Korean men washing my shit.
You need that specifically.
Yeah. I need Korean men. Oh, how you doing, Bob? You know what I mean? I need that, right? I need.
There's definitely some good Korean food.
So I need 24-hour Korean spa.
Okay.
I need Korean food 24/7. I can get Korean food 24/7.
24/7 you can get
Oh
there?
yeah. I can go to Hotery. That's a 24-hour, you know what I mean?
Why don't you go?
restaurant.
Why don't you go to the original Koreatown and go to Seoul? Why don't you just move to Seoul?
That place has so much Korean shit.
It does?
Yeah.
Got all the Korean
I've
stuff.
heard.
Yes.
I've heard good things.
So why don't you move there?
Because I don't know anybody there, all right?
Why don't you
But that's
step
not just.
over?
Also, secondly, let me finish, okay?
Why don't you step over the DNZ and go to the north and see what's going on over there?
Yeah. All right, so here's a third thing, all right? Aside from Korean shit, all right?
Okay.
I know right now you guys are reacting to the moment. You should never do, right?
Yep.
People react to the moment. Oh man, the moment's crazy. Comedy clubs aren't fucking up and running and whatnot, right?
This is a
but
good
they
point.
will,
Right.
right? Inevitably, they will, right?
Bobby's just mad that everyone is leaving LA, and he's building up this defense mechanism, which is talking shit about everyone moving because he's sad that everyone's leaving.
Yeah, but I understand that. That makes sense. That makes sense to me, you know?
Because he doesn't want to be in his little booger castle all alone.
Yeah.
He wants other people to still be in the city.
Well, change is scary and it's uncomfortable, and
It's so scary.
yeah.
I'm so scared about it.
Are you gonna tell? Do you want to tell Tom? Do you want to tell Tom that you guys adopted a baby? You guys adopted a little child?
What?
Yeah.
Tell Tom.
You've got to be terrible at this.
Yeah. Natron Williams.
Natron Williams.
Yeah. And we got it.
You got it.
In the.
Natron Williams. He's a second-year senior at Alabama.
Yep.
And they adopted him.
We adopted him.
That's
He's
really
living-
cool.
He's living in the attic.
Of your place?
I don't have one. Somebody's. I don't
But
have
that's
an
your
attic.
son.
Yeah, yeah. Natron Williams is my son, right?
Do you think do you want to be a dad?
Bro, I would coddle that thing fucking for days on end.
Yeah.
I would mold and create life. I would
Yeah.
shape its mind to be unpenetrable. I would
Oh,
teach
God.
it. I would
Don't
teach
say
it.
unpenetrable when you talk about your kid. It's such a weird word.
He won't be.
Will you tell me another dad story?
So what do you mean?
You told me great stories about your dad.
Oh, my dad's what a beautiful dad I had.
Now, did you ever, when your dad would say things, did you ever talk back, or did you learn?
Oh yeah. If you looked at my dad in a funny way, he
Yeah.
would hit you in the face.
Really?
Yeah. You nun Hulga eso. You'd say, you looked at me weird, right?
Yeah.
And I go, I just looked at you. Hey. And you would cry, and sometimes he would chase you down the hallway.
Stop looking at me like that.
Yeah. I mean, I lived in, or then you would like, my dad would come home, right? I'd be sleeping on my bed. My dad would come home, and you could hear him park his car, and then he would open up the garage. So my garage, this is the garage door. Then it was my bedroom, Steve's bedroom, right? Then a guest room, and then my parents' room at the end of the hallway. You would hear the door open. You could hear him do a fucking sprint, right? And run. Every night he would do that.
Why would he sprint?
Because that part of the fucking hallway was haunted.
So you're sprinting through it.
My brother got possessed. I got possessed once. I had to go in the swimming pool to get unpossessed.
Okay.
What?
What?
What
Ask
are
my
you
brother.
talking about?
Okay.
What do you mean you had to go in the swimming pool to get unpossessed?
Let's call him. Can we call him?
Yeah, no. My brother was on last week. Now check it out, okay? And we've talked about this before. We believe that on our side of the house, we lived on an Indian, because the town was called Poway. We lived on an Indian burial ground.
Oh, Poway High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know some famous alums.
Yeah. And that's called a callback. All right? And that's why you're good. And that's why you're the best in the game.
Thanks, man.
And that's why you're great in Countdown.
Appreciate it.
All right?
Yes.
So then we lived in. So my brother, right? His eyes rolled back one time, and he did start convulsing. And my aunt, and my uncle, and my dad had to hold my brother down, and he was convulsing, right? Because they thought that he was being possessed by a demon.
Native spirits.
So one day, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
Right, and I can't move my body. Like something's holding me down. Why are you smiling?
I'm waiting.
No, that's fuck you, man. And that's why fuck you, man. That's why I have a hard time, Andrew. He's not even fucking paying attention. He's tweeting.
I'm reading about Poway High School.
Yeah. So something's holding me down, right? And I go, I can't get up.
Wait, why'd you have an accent for that?
Because that's my inner voice.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
I can't get up.
Yeah. I can't get up. Right?
Yeah.
I cannot do it. Right? Or whatever, right?
He has an accent. His subconscious has an accent.
Yeah, right. And I go, and I fought it, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do. So I just run, right? Into the laundry room, outside the door, and I jump in the winter cold swimming pool.
And
with all my clothes on.
Yeah.
On. And I get to the surface, and the possession was gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we made the mistake of telling my dad this.
Oh, boy.
The two incidents. So since we lived in that house, he would run through our part of the house.
I mean, what did he think when you told him the stories?
He goes, no, that's in your mind.
Yeah.
That's not real, right? Oh, no. There's no ghost here. Expensive house, right?
Yeah.
Right? But then he would park and run.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's fucking sabotage for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't have a lot of, did I tell you about, so here's the thing. When my dad died, I don't know about my family. So when I was in the room when my dad died, right?
Did he have a prolonged health issue?
Yeah, he had stroke.
I don't know. I'm asking.
I just told you.
Well, you said it like, hey, dickhead, how did you not know?
No, I told you. No, you asked me.
Okay, all right.
No, just stop. All right? I hate when white dudes do this.
Wait, whoa, what?
You're
Wait,
Hispanic,
what?
I get it. Hola. But I hate it when people do this. When you ask me, just stop. When you ask me a question, and I answer you accordingly, and then you do some defensive
I
thing.
apologize.
You're welcome.
He had a stroke.
Right.
And then how long was he?
But this is something that I remember.
Okay.
So the nurse goes, or the hospice nurse goes, any moment now, he's going to die. What's so funny? What's so funny? What's so funny?
Just the idea of just a nurse going, any moment now.
Yeah. I don't know how that's funny.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
She goes, at any moment. now.
And
Right.
1 and a 2 and a ching chong potato. And guys,
Right? So then my mom goes, call Uncle Han, my dad's brother. So my dad's brother left San Diego, right? To drive to Phoenix. That's where the hospice hospital is, right?
Yeah.
And he's not there yet. So my mom goes, call him. Right? So I call. I go, where are you? He goes, he dead. My uncle goes, he dead? I go, no, but he's going to die. And my uncle goes, don't let him die yet. Hold on. Right? And he hung up the phone. And I didn't know what to do. So I looked at my dad and I go, can you don't die yet? Is that weird?
Yeah. But I get that.
15 minutes.
Your uncle's almost here.
Yeah. My uncle shows up. My Uncle Han shows up. My dad's already dead. Right? My uncle, I go, dude, he died. Right? My uncle walks in the room. He looks at my dad's body. He goes, okay. He gets back in the car. And he drives back to San Diego.
That's it? He didn't say anything else?
He didn't say anything. So I said, I want to go. You could have just stayed home.
Yeah. Well, is this Dong Young's?
What?
Is this Dong Young's?
How do you remember Dong Hyung?
Well, how would I forget Dong Young?
I have 9 uncles and aunts.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Dong Hyung is just a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's
So
what
this
happened.
guy was just like, okay, and then turned around and got in his car and drove away.
Yeah, he could have done that or just stayed home.
Right. Well, he could have been like, do you guys want me to stay? Or
No,
should
he
I
didn't do that.
Nothing.
No. And he didn't cry.
Did you guys have a funeral procession
No.
so people could look at him?
No.
Anything?
No, we went, well, then my mom goes, do a selfie.
Do what?
Selfie? I have them on my phone. You want to see them? They're tragic. And
She wanted a selfie with the family.
She did this one. You right?
Yeah.
So my dad's dead, right? And my
Yeah.
brother and I, and she get it, right? And she did this, and I was just like, you know what I mean? And she goes, it's not working. I know, because I go, it's weird that you want a selfie. She goes, do the timer. I go, what timer? On your phone, time. So I did the timer. So I set it up.
Yeah.
Right? And I had to run around my dad's body.
Yeah.
Right? And then do a photo. Right? And we had to do it like 3 or 4 times because it clicked too early. So it was my mid-body. They got my mid-body into the...
And she wanted this moment.
She wanted the moment, yeah.
Well, in order for them to get his pension plan, they needed to do a series of setup shots. So they did a Christmas photo. They had
Yeah.
Easter photos.
This was all for
they have a bunch of good
proof of citizenship?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
But my
Yes.
mistake was I sent the photos immediately to the Hudsons. Kate and Oliver Hudson.
Why?
Because at the time, Oliver and I were on a show together. And so I just wanted to show him that my dad died. And I know, exactly. That was the wrong move.
Yeah. What'd he say?
Because Kate and Oliver goes, dude, your dad's not really dead in the photo, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, you don't send that to people.
He told you.
Yeah, and now Kate's disturbed.
Of course.
Yeah, and I go, oh, that's my bad.
Yeah. That was definitely weird. But also...
Yeah. You want to see him?
Well, no. I really feel like
Yeah.
that's one of the times when white people get to go like, they're fucking, they're different. You know what I mean? So, this is probably what they do.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, let's not be judgmental
Yeah.
about it.
Can I just show you a photo or
Okay,
not?
yeah.
Oh God, it's so bad.
You seen him?
Yes, Bobby.
Yeah. Would it horrify you?
No, it won't. I actually really liked your guys' song that you came up with afterwards.
Yeah, Daddy, Why You
Oh,
Die.
Daddy, why you die? Thank you.
That was really. Is that on iTunes?
It should be.
You know, you could really make some money on that.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that's just a banger, dude.
Yeah.
We actually want to do a remix with Vin Diesel to Daddy, Why You Die.
Yeah, I bet he would.
We're out to his publicist to see if he will.
Oh, that's really sad, man.
Yeah.
And who is this?
My brother.
That's your brother, and that's mom.
Mm-hmm.
He's just passed here.
Yeah.
It's very sad, man. Thanks for showing me.
I can't deal with real shit.
Yeah, I know. You have very.
I have.
You have like high level comedic wiring. That's like a lot of comedians. Fall
Yeah, my
into this.
therapist even is confused.
Yeah.
She's like just constantly writing notes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, she goes, she goes, in all my history of being a therapist, and I'm a therapist for a lot of comics and a lot of actors and directors and whatnot in the business. I've never even witnessed anything like that before. The way you think and the way you behave. And I go, there's no technical term for what that is. And I go, is there no hope for me, Doc? And she goes, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what?
That means no.
But those types of real things make you uncomfortable.
I hate it. It's like, last.
But you also had kind of a traumatic upbringing, man.
Yeah. Like even when like Kalila says something real, that's her name, not Kurosawa. Let's just get that out of the way.
I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me.
Let's get that out of the way an hour and a half into us saying Kurosawa.
Kalila, does your wife, Christine, what's her name?
That's good, yeah.
That's her name, right?
Yeah.
Christina.
Right.
Provinskis.
Right.
So does your wife ever do this? I really have an issue. And then you go, oh, what?
Yeah, of course.
And then she tells you what it is.
Yeah.
And it's really deep and emotional, right? And it's a big problem. And my body just gets all tingly.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel my body go,
yeah.
right? And like goosebumps, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mind gets hyper focused.
Yep.
Like this, you got, you know what I mean? And it's almost like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
And I just can't believe, you know what I mean? It's so real.
Yeah.
Right? Do you ever get that?
Yes. Yeah, I think part of that though is the fact that like guys, we don't communicate on that level. Like if you hung out with just guys like in college or at the comedy, like no guy's gonna like come at you. Like guys just don't, but women do. Women do communicate on that level.
Yeah,
So-
it's like I was never taught that. You know what I mean? It's like I was never taught like real emotion. Even if a guy can, like if Andrew's never come up to me and goes, "Hey, can I just, can I tell you something, bud?" I go, "What, you freak? You redheaded freak of nature." I'll say that, right?
Yeah.
And he'll go, "Don't call me that, man. That's what hurts me.
It hurts my
You know what I mean?
feelings."
I go, "You're a fucking albino freak. You should
Yeah.
kill yourself," or whatever it might be, right?
It's very cool.
Yeah, but that would never we would never have that kind of emotional conversation.
There's times when I try to get real with you, and you don't know how to fucking handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I say to you, I'm being serious, Bob, like it upsets me, or I'm not okay with it. And then you just are like, oh, okay. You don't know how to.
I don't know how to do it. You're right, and
No.
and I'm glad we're talking about it now, right? I think we should get it out of the way.
Is there something that's bothering you about him right now?
No. Well, in this very moment, no, because he's been a good boy. So
I've been
I'm very happy with it.
acclimatable.
I think the real question is like, Jules, what do you think, Bobby? What do you want to tell him?
I think the Bobby should be more active and participate more in the family.
There goes those feelings.
This
I can
is
see it.
this
I can
is the
see
thing
it.
that she was saying. It's like I don't wake up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't go, "Hey guys, I have a plan today."
Right.
And they're like, "What is it? Messiah, a master, or whatever," right? And I'll go, "Let's go to the beach." I have it all planned out.
You just roll with the flow.
Right. I wake up and people just tell me we're going to the beach, and I go, all right,
Will
let's
you
go.
But you will go.
I do go.
Yeah.
You know, 2 weeks ago, what was it? We got to go to a baby seance.
How could he?
What was that thing we went to?
Baby shower?
No, it's the first birthday of
Oh.
Jessica's baby.
Whatever it is. You know what I mean?
You mean a birthday
A
party?
baby seance?
I don't know what it was. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute.
Some sort of cultural event.
How do you think he could participate more? Would one thing be like getting up at a more reasonable hour?
Yeah, and like he never went to the beach with us. He doesn't like to go.
Did I not go to the you fucking ungrateful little lady?
Hey.
My bad. I apologize. But did I not, right? You know what I mean? Did I not? Listen to me, little one. What about that one time we went to the beach and we got the Mexican food?
We just went there and watched the beach and ate Mexican food. We didn't swim.
Oh, so you want me to go out in the cold water
Yeah.
and swim against the current?
I'm with you, Jules.
And the tide. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And I'm going to say this to you, little one. All right? Well, who was the guy, were you here, when we went to Hawaii, and Kalila was like, we're swimming with sharks today. Right? And I go, you know what?
But I wasn't there.
It doesn't matter! It happened! And I was the one that was like, you know what? I'm going to get involved. I will swim with the sharks no matter what happens, if I die or not. By the way, you have to watch a Netflix show called
one?
The Octopus Teacher.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. I
Did you see it?
I saw the trailer. But what else could he do? What else? What else could he do to get more involved?
I feel like he's always in a bad mood.
It feels good, huh? It feels good? Well, hold up, Red. It feels good? Okay. You know what? I'm going to say this to you, all right? Just stop, all right?
Sorry.
Number one, you are always welcome to live in my house as long as you want, all right? I love you like you're a family member. Even if Kalila and I, if for some circumstance we break up, right? I've already told you this, that for the rest of your life, you can always ask things of me, and I will be there for you, right? And I will always be there for you, okay? And you very impactful for my life, and I really do. I love you, and I know that you just betrayed me right now in front of the podcast audience, and I know that that's your nature, right? But you know that my heart is in the right place, so you have to do some self inventory, my friend, all right? And some analysis, okay? And analyze where you're coming from, lady, because it's ungrateful attitude that's going to get you at the end. Okay?
That was a real moment, Bobby.
Thank you.
Good job.
You're welcome. What, Andy,
So,
you okay?
anybody like worth noting that went to PewDiePie High?
Yeah.
Well, no, this is something about Poway. Poway, there is a Ghosts of America site, and Poway is on here multiple times. And somebody's what's the name of the street that you lived on, Bobby?
I don't remember. Ranch Hollow Road.
Ranch Hollow Road.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. There's no thing on Ranch Hollow Road there.
I would like to know the history behind Poway Creek. I moved to Poway in October of '96. I've been here since 8th grade middle school. My parents moved to a new house in the Shea Homes district of Ranch Hollow Creek. I have noticed that my parents' house is indeed haunted. When I stay there overnight, I get chills. I walk outside to have a cigarette. I witness strange sounds before I go to bed. One night while using my computer, I heard a rattling sound on my desk as if someone was throwing chains onto it. The doors will open and close, and the only way for me to seek relief is to dip inside of the old Poway Creek.
Yep, that's exactly it. I wrote that, didn't I?
No, this is real.
I know it is. I don't know I don't know where you're getting that from, and but you know what? If it's real, I believe it.
Ghosts of America site.
I believe it.
And the girl said, I knew that natives had dwelled along Old Poway Creek before the houses were even built. I also know the neighborhood has shifted over the years. Many dirty little Asian people have moved onto my parents' street, and they've ruined the neighborhood and the community significantly. Perhaps it's some of their old, gross, dirty ancestors that are mucking up the town.
That sounds dead on.
Yeah.
Ghosts of America.
That sounds crazy, dude.
Yeah. Ghosts of America.
So, Tommy,
man.
I want to say this from the
Yeah.
bottom of my heart. You know, I know I did your podcast, which is a very successful one. Probably one of the best in the world. And I really appreciate the help. In fact, You did your podcast, I think, before I did Tiger Belly. How long have you been around?
Doing podcasts?
Yeah.
About 10 years.
Okay, so you're one of the forefathers. And I appreciate that you paved the road for us.
Okay. Thanks, man.
I'm being real.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And I've reiterated, I don't remember jumping on your back. I do remember the one time that I did meet you when we did the Oddball Tool and what you did for me.
That's
and,
right.
That really says a lot about your heart. And I know that you were like 3 or 4 hours late to this podcast. We waited here forever.
I know.
And, yeah,
I'm sorry.
I know you did.
I wasn't 3 or 4 hours
yeah,
late.
anyway, you probably wouldn't do that if it was anybody else. Like Rick Glassman's one, you'd probably be there on
I
time.
forgot, and I was up front, and I admitted it.
I appreciate
and I
though,
got
that
here
you
as
came,
fast
even
as
though
I could.
me and Andrew are headliners, and we have some weight in the business as well.
Yes,
and,
you do.
and I did yours. I was on time.
You were on time.
Yeah. I honestly, all jokes aside.
Yes.
All jokes aside. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding. All jokes aside, I really, all jokes aside, I honestly like when we were, because when he's in Beirut doing the movie, and I didn't know what to do. We had my brother on last week, and it's like, who do we get? And it's like we threw out 1,000 names, and you were at the top of the fucking list, and I literally went, "There's no way we're going to be able to get him." You came through for us. You're here, right? I honestly, I know I'm a fucked up guy, and I just need a lot of help. Peeing on things and setting things on fire. I just have I have a lot of things. I have a lot of problems, but I'm a damaged guy. But I'm trying to get better.
Yeah.
But I really hope that the rest of my life, that you'll be in it, even though you'll move away and whatnot. I honestly think, like Bert was here, but I think that you're ahead now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I would think that was already a thing for you.
Yeah. I mean, Bert did put me on his TV show.
He did? Oh, yeah.
The one that we're on, the log cabin.
Oh, yeah, the cabin.
That'll be good.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I had so much fun doing that too.
Yeah, what did you guys
what'd
do
you
on
do?
your
What'd you guys do on your episode?
Bert called me, goes, "Bro, you're so funny. I can put you in the woods with me in this cabin and we can just have a great time." And I said, "Absolutely." And I went up there, dude. We went water skiing, kayak. We went fly fishing. So I don't know. I just hope it stays in the final cut. I'm sure it will.
I mean, that sounds like a lot of activities. I'm sure they'll keep one in.
Yeah,
it's odd though.
I went up there.
It's odd though because the lineup of it were like real credible people. It's odd that he would would go underneath that and go, let's get like underneath people.
Whoa,
to do one.
Jesus.
It's just because if you look at the lineup of it, it's like headliner, credible. You know what I mean? Talent. And then he went, let's go open mic kind of with it. And let's do one with Andrew. So it's odd that Netflix would check that off and whatnot. But congratulations that you were in it.
What is it called again? The Cabin?
Yeah, The Cabin.
Yeah.
It's got Tom Hardy, Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
The Rock's in it.
The Rock's in it. Yeah.
Oh, there are some
Barack.
there's some really credible comedians on there.
Yeah.
Kaylee Cuoco, everyone knows she's a great touring headliner.
Yep.
Love to see her in there.
There we go.
Yep.
Patty Negri, who's that?
Huge Vegas act.
Yeah.
Vegas act.
Yeah. She's
Anthony
the pre-opener for
Anderson.
Carrot Top.
Yep.
Caitlyn Jenner, she crushes. Love to see her.
Yeah.
And Joelle Micheli.
Very funny.
Very talented.
Very
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah, she was
Well,
the
they got some
script
good guys.
supervisor for The West Wing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm glad that I made the final cut.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
You're
That's
gonna
good.
love your episode.
You know, your little bitch little thing that you just did, right? That, I'm not in it. Oh, I'm not. How about this? Fuck nut. All right? They're doing a Showtime, right? Documentary on Showtime about the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
I've been there for 22 years. If you look at the poster, I'm not on the poster.
Why not?
I don't know why.
Who's
but you
on
know
it?
who is?
Who?
He is.
He's on the poster?
He's in there with Richard Pryor and all that stuff. So I don't know why he's bitching. Right? Some people get stuff. Some people don't get stuff. But we all get stuff at the end.
Yeah. Good philosophy.
Yeah, but did you guys get paid to do the Burt show?
Yeah, like, what, $100,000?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I
well,
donated
Showtime
it.
let-
Yeah, I donated it. It's nothing to me.
Showtime. Let me have Showtime.
Yeah. I heard
the
that.
payment.
I heard that.
They gave you the network?
They gave him the network. Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Not really. Not when you look at my track record. So I'm going to be taking over Showtime.
That's really
Yeah,
cool,
that's
man.
great. Congratulations, man.
Yeah. No shit. Congratulations, Bobby.
Yeah.
And also CBS. So you'll never get a job again on CBS.
Ooh.
Burn.
Fuck you, Bobby.
Yep.
Fuck me.
Fuck you,
and my
Bobby.
fucking heritage.
I love you guys. I'm going to go back to my set in Beirut.
Okay,
Thank you so much for
Get
coming.
some rest.
Yeah, get some rest. Get some rest and some water.
And have fun.
Be in
Do the
Beirut.
movie good.
Hey, Bobby, have fun being up for the next 11 hours.
Thank you. I will.
cool.
I haven't had my first meal yet, so I will have that.
That's awesome, man.
Okay. And thank you so much, Tom, for being here.
I had a good time, guys. It was really fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Killed it.
It was great.
Tom, will you sign off? Will you look in the camera and say thank you for being a bad friend?
Yeah.
Before we go, right?
Yeah.
Everyone, make sure you check out my friend's movie.
All right.
It's called The Opening Act.
Thank
Steve
you for
Byrne,
being a bad friend.
Steve Byrne in The Opening Act. It's got Ken Jeong, Bill Burr. Everyone's in it.
Yeah, me.
You're in it?
Yeah, I'm in it.
You play the waiter.
I'm the cop.
It's
And
great.
guess what?
Yeah.
I get to do some fun cop shit.
Yeah. So, me and Andrew auditioned for this opening act. We didn't get the part, but
5 times.
Yeah.
We read 5 times.
I went to
I
producers,
still didn't
though.
get it.
You did?
I went to producers.
Who
yeah.
are you auditioning to be?
Jimmy Yo Yang and Ken Jeong's part. They
Oh.
both picked me out.
Yeah, but it's a lot of Asians.
But it's a funny movie. It's got great people in it. Bill Burr, Tom Segura.
Yeah.
I went out for Bill Burr's part.
Yeah, and you didn't get it. I didn't get it. It's fine. Hopefully one day Steve will use me.
I watched it the other day,
Yeah.
and this is a weird thought to have.
Yeah.
But I'm being totally honest with it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that you weren't in it. like at the end of the movie, I was like, I'm glad Bobby wasn't in it.
Yeah.
I was like, this is so much better.
That's good.
Thank you for being a bad friend.